Tobin and Leroy.
Leroy Ford was one of the baddest men.
Dude, they call me the kangaroo.
Yeah. Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better ask about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, host of the show, man. Still silly sauce for the show, and till then it's half moon open. Sometimes go takes like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a molding. No proof, like I always wanted him. I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded again. What is in store? Like under the seat of the driver's side floor, it's Gucci's galore. So many more from 6 in the Mars, never more. Man, if I'm honest, the damage is done. Silly sauce on unlimited funds. Join us on Twitch for unlimited fun. J-Fig and Marcos, you with it or what?
Tobin. Two Tobin is.
Nah, thanks, Low Dog. Happy Monday, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Hello, Leroy.
Hello. My excitement going into this weekend was not my excitement coming out of the weekend.
Yeah.
But of all the teams that I really feel bad for, it's FAU.
Yeah, it was a crusher.
It just, I mean, the air that's sucked out of your team, your fans, anybody watching that game is just.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Brutal.
I was, you lead the whole way. I was on the air doing Tapped Out at the time. And, you know, we're like joking, like, where's the parade in Boca? How are they doing that? And then dagger.
Yeah.
And it was funny because my producer, because I was watching on ESPN Plus or CBS Plus, whatever the hell it was on. And whoever was producing for me in Chicago was ahead of me. They must have been just watching it on TV. So they just put in the chat, "Oh no!" And I was just like, "Oh, pain is about to happen here in 15 seconds."
Oh, so somebody got you like you get us.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew something bad was going to happen because oh no. I was like, well, what would have happened?
My thing is that they let them go down the court willy-nilly.
Yeah.
And that's when I said, oh boy, they're going to get a shot off, because I thought with that much little time left, I thought it was going to be like a half court hurl.
Yeah.
And they got all the way.
Great shot.
Right.
Great shot. I know we sat here, we were reminiscing, we were figuring, hey, maybe we're going to have an all South Florida final. And now there will be a 0.0 rating tonight down in this town because nobody's going to want anything to do with college basketball.
It's very true.
We're like, nobody is going to watch tonight.
I actually don't know who's in the final now.
I don't care.
Yep.
I mean, you think I'm going to spend a second watching UConn versus San Diego State? No, I'm out of here.
I had much more attention on the women's final, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, like, that Caitlin Clark is amazing.
Yeah.
But in college basketball, there's probably 3 teams that are just bigger than everybody. That's South Carolina, LSU, and usually it's UConn. And they're just.
You're referring to women's, yes?
Women's, yeah. Or maybe Stanford. But LSU and South Carolina, they got some big girls.
Of course.
That just, and all they do is bat the ball around and get a bunch of
fun games. I mean, like, you put up 100+ points in a women's game. Like, they were lighting it up from downtown. It was fun.
Side note, you never hear me say this, but I'm going to say this. The officiating ruined that game. And I'm not talking about just for Iowa, for LSU too. Because within the first 10 minutes of the game, there was 5 people with 2 fouls. With 3 one team, 2 on the other.
See them.
And
no one's there to see
right. Them. But like, think about this. Caitlin Clark had 30 points. It was in foul trouble. Like, foul trouble? Like, come on. So LSU had players too that were in foul trouble. And they had some girl that came off the bench that didn't even play the last 3 games. And she went 5 for 5 from 3. And I'm like, holy smokes. So LSU deserved it. But I just wish that we weren't having the conversations about Like I very rarely say that. And the officiating.
You're talking about the
officiating.
or you're talking about the Angel Reese?
The officiating.
Okay.
Like the Angel. Listen, folks. I'm going to tell you like this. It's sports. There's trash talk in sports. Get over it. You're not a part of it, so you think everything is offensive. That's not offensive. That's just talking trash. That's just like the most insulting thing to me is telling somebody they're too small. So if you can get away with that, right, then that's nothing. But to say I got a ring and you don't, that's part of it. That's part of it.
I'm with you, dude. I've never seen so much.
It's people that don't play, right? That aren't in that environment, trying to tell others what's offensive and what's not.
Yeah.
Shut up. It's ridiculous. Like, guess what? I never talk trash on a football field.
Just now in life to us,
I did.
And our body fat.
Yeah. I never talk trash. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But I got trash talk to me. I didn't cry and get offended. Oh no, he called me slow.
I do find it amazing that the people on Twitter are more offended by Angel Reese than Caitlin Clark is.
Right.
Like,
but that's what I'm saying.
That's what's wild.
That's what I'm saying.
How can you guys be so outraged having to protect Caitlin Clark like she can't handle it? When Caitlin Clark was out here dismissing South Carolina, she went like this she Ben Simmons somebody
right
in the Final Four. Go ahead, you ain't shooting.
Right.
You don't think she can handle a little bit of somebody pointing to a ring finger for 2 seconds?
That's the nature of sport. Like, as long as it's done in fun and what trash, it's all good. It's all good. Here, I used to have a saying. I used to turn on the TV, and people used to tell me what was offensive to me as a black man. The odd thing about it is, all the people telling me what's offensive to black people were white. And I would always say, hey, white people, don't tell me what's offensive to me. Why don't you ask? Right? But that's the soapbox these people want to stand on. It's all outsiders looking into a situation and considering it low-hanging fruit. Oh, that's disrespect. Yes, it's disrespectful. That's the point. Nobody said anything like you said when Caitlin Clark shooed South Carolina.
That was amazing. That was way more disrespectful.
That
was way more disrespectful.
Right.
Shooing? God,
right.
You ain't doing nothing.
So I ask you this.
She didn't shoot, though.
She was right. She
was
right. Yeah,
so I ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Did they have a problem? Because
Angel Reese is black?
Yeah.
Bro. I mean, that's what Angel Reese said. She goes, I'm going to be unapologetic for the people that that look like me.
Right.
You know?
But yes,
the reaction right. from Twitter, a lot of white folks on Twitter,
right,
are gonna be like, our baby Caitlin, who is a badass, doesn't need your protection,
and who shooed somebody 2 nights ago. Like, get over it.
I will say that LSU. I mean, look at their coach. She is a show pony.
Wait,
yeah.
You didn't see her when she was dressed like a
flamingo? Oh, for sure, yeah.
A flamingo.
Liberace.
Wait, the flamingo. She had fur. It's 700 degrees in there. She's wearing big fur.
That's gonna be a hell of a party down in Baton Rouge for that one, right?
Whew. Well, here's the deal. It ain't going to New Orleans. It's just gonna be there. So that'll, But yeah, first national championship. They earned it. They were really good. Just they were really good. The thing about like that game and the women's game, like if you have a big team, you may not always win, but you're gonna get a lot of opportunities because they just bat the rebound around and shoot again.
Yeah, that was the frustrating thing about the Canes game, man.
The frustrating thing about
that was killer. The layups.
FAU. You got a 7-footer, and he's awkward around the rim. Like, oh my god! I'm like, dude.
But like, how many layups did the Canes miss?
A lot.
A gazillion.
Right, a gazillion.
Like,
it's one of those things where, here's what you say going in before the game. UConn is probably more talented, but we've said that before with the University of Miami. It's the way they play and how they do things. They don't make mistakes. They turn the ball over. They press and they take advantage of their
I
opportunities.
still thought they were going to come back. Like
when
really
they did, when they start missing like layups and nobody could make a three, I'm like, because that's their strength. And if you're not good at doing the thing you do best on any given night, you can get beat.
I got to ask a question though, and this is very serious. How do we not have backup shoes on the bench in a stadium? What the hell is that?
Backup shoes.
Nigel Pack's shoes broke, and they had, all respect, the most unathletic manager. The dude looked like Mahoney and Dynamite, and he had to haul ass to try and find a pair of shoes for Nigel Pack. He comes back, they're too big, so then they got to send a more athletic-looking manager who can hum it a little bit more because this dude was running like an ostrich the first time around. How is that possible in the biggest game? Leroy, in the biggest game in school history.
Hold on.
How is it possible we don't have a pair of sneakers on standby?
And in fairness to everybody involved, every player usually has a couple of pair of shoes in their locker for different reasons, right?
In a football stadium.
Huh?
It's in a football stadium.
So it's a long run.
Yes.
But
why isn't that on the bench?
Because you don't plan for your shoes to blow.
Doesn't matter. I need plan. There needs to be a guy who's obsessive about this stuff that needs to plan Nigel Pack's shoes are gonna break. And that guy, I mean, I did feel bad for him. He looked really stressed out. I think he came back with the wrong size.
Oh, God.
But they don't know. Usually
He must have looked at the UK size.
You make them smaller, you idiot.
Whatever.
And the UK size is like 43 and 50.
What is that? Why, like, you know, the UK's,
Wait,
that big.
You know what I hate?
Everything's different over there.
I hate
dude.
buying shoes, and they're from England, right? And they go 46s fit just like 10.5s, but they don't. They're not the same. They're like closest to. So if you order some shoes from over there, you might get like a half a size too big because they don't go exactly on your size. Yeah, man, you don't plan here. Can I just tell you?
Yeah.
You don't plan for a shoe to blow out. Now, I have always done this. If I'm going and the surface is supposed to be wet, say I'm playing on turf, I will always have them bring an additional pair of shoes to the sideline, because if I start slipping in my basketball shoes, then I can just go to the turf.
I just think that in that scenario, okay.
Who thinks they're gonna wear out a basketball shoe?
Dude,
Nobody does.
it's the biggest game ever. You need to equipment manager needs to be head on a swivel.
Are you kind of playing the result here?
Yes. Did you see him run?
Lee Tobin would not be looking at the score.
Nigel Pack is just sitting on the sideline.
Wait.
I need him in there.
Wait.
We should have said Nigel Pack.
Hey.
We should have said him.
Marcos, only Tobin, while the game is going on and everybody's sulking more and more into misery because UConn is putting it on to you, right? Only him. Only Tobin would look up and say, look at that manager running. We don't have a chance.
No,
He runs like Napoleon Dynamite.
This is controversy, dude.
All respect to that kid. You know, nice try.
All respect.
Nice try, but need to get somebody a little. I need like somebody with the speed of Duke Johnson who can get after it. You know,
Duke Johnson.
I don't know. Random Kane reference. All-time leading rusher.
Yeah.
Back
Which,
after.
which is weird because he wasn't the best running back.
I know.
Right.
Take a quick break. Back after this.
Going
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM, taking you up until 2 o'clock here today. We're streaming live on the Odyssey app. You guys can get us there, AUDACY. And, of course, you guys can watch us on YouTube and Twitch, Miami 560 WQAM. You guys can watch us live all 4 hours. And, of course, get us on demand there as well with some clips. You guys can watch Hockman and Crowder clips up there as well. So check that on out, everybody. Leroy Horde in studio today, as a very exciting week ahead, as I am pumped for the return of UFC down here. Big, by the way, man. Big news this morning on the sports business world.
I saw that.
Endeavor, which owns UFC, bought WWE.
Can you please explain what the hell that means?
I don't really know.
Okay.
I don't really have a good explanation for you. From what I understand, it's very similar to the UFC in that I think Vince McMahon is still in charge and is still they're basically keeping everybody in charge to run it. They just own it. So now the same company owns both the UFC and WWE. They're all under the same umbrella. And it was funny, reading some of the statements. This was interesting to me because Dana White, he put out a statement that said, hold on, this is the Vince McMahon said. So Dana White's statement was, the company has been on fire the last 7 years, and now we'll be adding WWE to the portfolio. I'm excited to take this to another level. Vince is a savage in the wrestling space. Ari is a beast at what he does. And then add what we have at the UFC and what we bring to the table. There is no limit to what this company can accomplish in the next few years. So a nice statement by Dana White, right?
Yep.
And then Vince McMahon's statement, kind of cold. Wow. It was like, together we will be a 21+ billion live sports and entertainment powerhouse with a collective fan base of more than 1 billion people and an exciting growth opportunity. I was just like, no nod to Dana White there, huh?
I don't think he's happy about this.
Little team petty from old Vince McMahon.
I think you're right, dude.
That was frosty. I felt like. I don't know what it means, to be honest with you. I think it means I guess Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor was tweeting out photos yesterday that he's going to be the dual champion, WWE and UFC, which, if you've been going by Conor lately, I think the only time he's going to win a championship is if it's probably scripted.
Yeah, absolutely.
It hasn't been good, easy sledding for Conor lately, but we'll see. Maybe there'll be some WWE bigwigs at the UFC at Miami-Dade Arena this week. I'm excited though, dude. Yeah. I mean, we got the press. I'm going to the press conference on Thursday after the show.
Nice.
I'm going to the weigh-in after the show. We got Masvidal and Gilbert Burns joining us this week.
Wow.
It's going to be exciting week. And then fight night, of course, on Saturday. Very excited.
That is going to be fun, man. And shout out to the what is this called? The team that moves everything around. I know there's a department for it, but isn't there a Heat game at 1 p.m. right after you?
Yes, there's a Heat. Yeah, the regular season finale is at 1 o'clock. So basically, as soon as that last fight happens, they got to break that cage down and put the court down to get the regular season finale underway. So yeah,
it's a busy weekend, man.
Busy weekend, dude. Busy weekend ahead. We'll get to some more headlines here, brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
The Marlins, they lost 3 out of 4 this weekend.
Yeah, it's not good. Not good.
Some they have this new pitcher. Okay,
yes.
This guy has a new pitch.
Like a never seen before pitch. He
has a new pitch. Cody Senga. They got him from Japan.
Okay.
Something called the Ghost Fork.
The Ghost Fork.
The Ghost Fork, dude. Okay. And he struck out 8 Marlins yesterday. Got off to a little bit of a bumpy start. He has something called the Ghost Fork. Yeah. And he was dealing it, dude. It was very frustrating weekend for the Marlins. I'm not going to lie. That? Yeah, dude. It just vanishes. And I got to tell you right now.
Who is this guy?
I know. It was his debut.
What?
Killed us. He was mowing him down, dude. Mowing him down yesterday. It was and they were doing the thing on SportsCenter this morning, which really annoyed me, where they had little ghost emojis in addition to him getting the strikeouts. They put I was like, all right, you don't need to add props to you kicking the Marlins ass. I don't need this dude and his new mystery pitch. Did you hear about this, Leroy? This guy yesterday pitching for the Mets, Cody Senga, he has something called the Ghost Fork.
Ghost Force.
The Ghost Fork.
Right?
New
What the hell is
pitch.
that?
Who's the other one? I think it was Daisuke Matsuzaka. He had the gyro ball. This guy has the Ghost Fork. That's what he has to watch out for. So Marlins lost 3 out of 4. They did win on Friday night when they were wearing the teal jerseys, which they
Love
look
those
sweet
teal
as hell.
jerseys, right?
Yeah, Jazz Chisholm hit a home run.
Yeah.
So that was good. I mean, like, but the rest of
The
weekend
overall
was-
South Florida sports weekend sucked.
Yeah. Well, not really. I mean, you lost a chance at a championship to overcome that.
Right.
But
I mean, I'm saying for
the Panthers did great. The Heat, they won. So, but the ones that meant the most, opening weekend for the Marlins and Final Four weekend.
here, I would have been happier
The hell is a Ghost Fork?
if the Marlins would have lost 6-5, 7-6, 9-7.
Nope.
But the fact that we're having some of the same issues,
Yep.
not being able to score,
Yep.
it's
A lot of double plays this weekend, dude. A lot of double plays. And I got to tell you something right now. 4 games in, pretty done with Avi Garcia again.
Wow.
Like, I'm pretty done with him.
4 games?
Already?
Dude, he struck out on pitch clock.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Which you already, I don't know what you're taking your time for. Like, you already strike out as it is.
Yeah.
But he got struck out by pitch clock, which, by the way, I didn't even know this. That was a thing for him in the spring, too. Couldn't get used to the pitch clock. It's like, dude, step into the batter's box and get ready to hit. Couldn't get used to it. But yeah, I'm pretty done with him. He strikes out willy-nilly. He stinks.
Wow.
He stinks. Stunk last year. Like Jorge Soler, not a great year last year. But you want to know what he came out doing?
Yeah.
Came out of the box raking. Okay?
Ooh.
At least props to Jorge Soler. You know what? Trying to ease my pain a little bit. Maybe as new year, new. But this,
it's
obviously,
4
Garcia,
games.
dude,
Yeah.
Avi Garcia,
4
he
games.
got struck out via clock.
That's hard.
Like via clock.
Isn't there like 100-something games though?
I understand.
There was
Yes, there's
100-something games.
158 more games.
That is,
And you're already
is-
done.
I'm
Hey,
done with him.
baseball. too
You
much.
broke the record.
He's on notice.
You know you broke
what's the
the
percentage
Rats
there?
off a ship record.
What is the
I
percentage?
was already. Well, here's the thing. I was rats off a ship already on it, but my rats crawled up. Optimistic rats. We got back to the boat. All right, Avi, do it this year, buddy.
4 games?
Struck
It just-
out via clock.
It just seemed. Well, hold on. It just seems to me,
2%.
as a reasonable man,
Yes.
that if the Rats come back on the ship,
Mhm.
they're gonna ride this one out.
Nope. The rats were like, "This is a bad idea."
Yo, what kind of rats? Like, I picture Tobin's rats. Everybody else got mean, gnarly. I mess with anything rats. You got cartoon rats. you got
I'm
Disney,
done with them already. Dude.
Disney rats.
I'm done.
Rat tattooey. Yeah, that's who you got.
New year, same bum.
After 4 games,
Dude, like, come on. What is he taking so much time for to step into the batter's box?
I don't know.
What does he
dude.
need that time for?
I don't-
You might want
wait.
to speed things up. You'll get more hits.
It seems that slowing things down hasn't improved anything.
No,
So you might ought to try something different.
right? So I don't know. Our eyes is really good though. That guy gets a ton of hits. So that seems like it worked out. But yeah, very frustrating. Very frustrating weekend. A lot of double plays, a lot of strikeouts. Skip Schumacher already seems. I gotta tell you, Skip Schumacher, he wears these losses. He seems perturbed.
He's good.
Gonna be a
I like
long
that.
season
Long
too, then,
season,
because
dude.
dude, holy smoke!
Fisher back in action tonight. They take on the Minnesota Twins. So there we go. 3 game set, and then back against the New York.
So
Mets.
they're in Minnesota, or are they home?
No, they're home.
Wow, nice little homestand. We usually don't get this.
They got 3 at home. Then Thursday they go to New York. So back-to-back afternoon game. Actually, 4 straight afternoon. A lot of afternoon Marlins action coming up. You got 2 640s. Wednesdays at 1:40 p.m. at home. Then Mets series, all of them are in the afternoon. So early Marlins.
What's
this
the
week, everybody.
afternoon? 1, 2, 1.
Thursday's 1:10. Saturday 4:10. And then Sunday 1:40. I guess they have a Friday.
gotta
day
tell
off
you,
just in case of a rain.
South Florida. I thought that playing a 4 o'clock game would make it perfect to get home. I was wrong.
It was dicey.
Oh my goodness. The traffic, along with the cops pointing me the way my Get Home app won't let me go.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
But I gotta say, on my Marlins wrap up, God, those jerseys are sweet. They gotta bring those back. They're so good, dude. I mean, come on.
Now, you also have to be a fan of the vest.
Love the vest.
Okay.
Love the vest.
Okay.
How about the vest with the teal shirt? Oh.
Oh.
All right, we'll take a break. Get to 15 minutes of heat. Miami Heat did get a win this weekend over the Mavericks. And although it does seem more and more like they are solidified in that play-in. We're back after this.
15-minute heat.
Bum, bum. 15 minutes of heat here for you on 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 o'clock here today. Miami Heat, they won this weekend. Much needed against the Dallas Mavericks, who are, one would say, in a free fall. They are not in a good spot right now.
I did not see that coming.
Me neither, dude.
Like, I knew they weren't going to work, but
They did, and Mark Cuban did what Heat fans wanted the Heat to do, which is, let's just try it out. Let's put him with our star. And it's been a disaster. Nothing short of a disaster.
Great to watch, though.
Do you know why, though?
They can't guard a chair. Yeah, they gave. Oh, I know why. You mean the Heat, who it's a crawl to get to 100. They gave up like 76 points in the first half.
Right.
Yeah, that's why. They had 100 going into the fourth, Leroy. But it was good times, baby. I didn't know it was like modern basketball.
But here's the other thing with the Mavericks. Like, they always preface this season by saying, are they going to get help for Luka?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so everybody just assumed it was a scorer. But if they're not going to play defense, then it doesn't matter who you put next to Luka. And they're starting to realize that.
Yeah.
You know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Kidd.
Oh, could be on the hot seat for sure.
Could be.
I didn't think you were going to go that way, though. I thought you were going to go another way.
What
what that could mean?
What?
Luka.
Oh,
no.
Hey, he was watching tennis.
Did you see him and Jimmy Butler watching tennis together? I mean, they weren't together. They were both in the same stadium, but they showed them on the Jumbotron back to back, which is kind of like watching the game together.
For sure.
And then, did you notice afterwards? Very chummy on the exit. Very chummy. Brate. He already had a best friend who was Slovenian. Jimmy doesn't do like like he did say goodbye to Jay Balvin, you know.
Yeah. Wow.
Who, by the way,
nice.
Excellent lead into a Canelo fight. I mean, the whole party was Jay Balvin, quite frankly, because the Turkish Wolf had no chance against Canelo.
Oh, that's when they were in
Hard Rock.
They basically had a concert.
It was like a concert.
It was a
concert with an ass kicking afterwards. The ass kicking was the encore. But Jimmy Butler, Luka, very chummy, dude. I believe somebody on Twitter, I'm sorry, I'm stealing this. I don't know who gets credit, so point to Tweeter.
I'll take credit.
But he referred to him as a beluga whale.
Wow. Point for.
That's good, dude.
That is pretty
beluga whale?
What the hell is wrong with you?
What?
No, that's good.
You know what? I'm gonna arrest both of y'all.
Why?
For inciting a riot with this nonsense.
Why? You only get so many cracks at it, Cuban. Only get so many cracks, dude. Jimmy Buckets, he's got that in with Slovenia already. He learned Slovenian from Gogi.
You know what's amazing?
Just carries over.
Here's what the amazing thing about all this is that they made all these moves, and they're the only team that's going to give Kyrie money.
Maybe.
Oh, no,
I don't know.
No, maybe.
Would you?
If you're another team, no.
No, I'm saying if you're the Mavericks, would you? Like, if you saw it's been a disaster, you'd keep Kyrie?
But it hasn't been a disaster because of Kyrie, and we're just making it.
Yeah, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
It hasn't. It's been a disaster because they can't guard a chair. That ain't got nothing to do with Kyrie. Kyrie ain't never been able to.
Yeah, but it doesn't help with that. That's what, like, you already have a guy who can get you buckets at any point.
But again, when people talk about help for Luka, they talk about scoring. So that's what Mark Cuban did, without realizing that you're going to give up 70+ points in the first half.
It's us. Is what if Jimmy wants to go home to Texas? Nah, dude, come on. To Texas? First of all, he's not from that part of Texas.
And second,
have you ever been to Dallas? Boring.
The other thing is, how you think him and Kyrie going to get along?
Jimmy?
Yeah.
Supposedly, well, that was the thing with the Kyrie Heat stuff. Is Jimmy had said in an interview to Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith a little bit that he's the player he'd always want to play with, just because he thinks his game is amazing. Okay, which is what everybody's dazzled by Kyrie.
Everybody,
I understand now, but he doesn't really need that though, because Jimmy Butler already has a new wingman. Because Bam was out this game, hip injury, so it would be all right.
Yeah.
That's
a little scary.
I'm a little scared. I don't feel good about it. No, I don't feel great about it.
Hips in South Florida.
I don't like that.
Don't like it, dude.
But a couple things happened in this game. Cody Zeller, balling.
I told you.
Cody Zeller. And have you heard their new nickname? This was Jimmy Butler after the game.
We heard the nickname you have with Cody on that.
He came up with it. Black man and Robin, baby.
Wait, he came up with it.
He didn't come up with that.
Hey, here's the worst part about that.
It's a point.
Robin is usually the younger understudy. Cody Zeller looks old as hell.
I think Cody Zeller is younger than Jimmy Butler.
But come on.
I think he is, though.
Come on.
I think he is.
Come on.
No, I'm just saying.
Come on. Come on.
I think he might be significantly younger. Let me see. Cody Zeller
might be like 27.
Cody Zeller's 30, so that means he's 5 years younger than Jimmy Butler.
Wow.
I would have lost that on the wager.
Black don't crack, man. Looking good.
I made Jimmy Butler way older. He's only 33.
Oh,
just feels like he's 35.
It does feel like he's 35. That's okay though.
Even still,
that's close.
I love the way you just lie to make your point.
Even still, well, I didn't lie. I was just off by a couple of years. The point remains: Cody Zeller is significantly younger than Jimmy Butler.
Yeah,
right.
3 years is still a good chunk.
So
he was 30.
Hey, Jason,
the
next time you go to the Masters, I will do the part 3.
Oh, all right.
What?
I regret not doing it.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you excited for Masters Week?
Yes, very excited. Here's the interesting thing is that if you notice, all of the regular tour guys are starting to give the Live Golf credit for making their purse what it is. And there's 18 guys that are going to play in the Masters from Live. So how do you?
Yeah, it's a tough navigation, I say, for the PGA.
No, see, I don't think it's as big of a deal for the players as they've made it, right? Because it's one of those things where you're just supporting the PGA Tour. But if your friend is going to get 20 million guaranteed, he might not make that in a career in the PGA Tour.
Yeah, you're right.
So like, yeah, I asked Jason. Jason said, no, they're my friends. Like, go get that money. He says, I wouldn't do it. Said, I haven't thought about doing it. He said, but no, I wouldn't be surprised if he did it. Because now you're talking about he don't qualify for none of the events, right?
I will say Brooks Koepka looks very relaxed since he's done it.
Yeah.
Just heckling Aaron Ekblad.
Well, and they get to play in shorts. There's music. They have a J Balvin concert before golf.
I had an idea, and Leroy.
Oh no!
What if we do it in front of a crowd? Golf in front of a crowd. Like I'm talking like loud. Isn't there like a hole? One of the holes in one of these Arizona tournaments.
In Arizona, yes.
Yeah. What if we did that like for like a whole like I don't know 9 rounds? That'd be cool.
You do it, dude.
I thought everyone's like, shh, be quiet. Let them be. Like, isn't that
They
what
have the
Brooks
sign.
Koepka? Yeah,
The
isn't there
sign.
like everyone wants to be professional? No, I want heckling. I want people getting crazy. I want soccer crowds.
Here's what you have to understand. That golfers are very sensitive.
Yeah, see, that's
Here's the other thing. You don't hear this very much in other sports because it's all about accountability. But golfers mysteriously always get bad breaks. Oh, I hit a great putt. Must have hit something. Or, yeah, I got a bad bounce and went in the rough. Or, it's because the success rate is so low that you almost have to do that to continue down the course of preparing. But yeah. Nope.
Do you think that Jimmy Butler and Cody Zeller should walk into the next game with capes on? Or maybe on the road trip, Cody Zeller balling, dude.
Yeah.
Balling. Said he was exhausted. I would be too. First time he played more than 15 minutes in how long a year?
But that I'm telling you, that pick and roll, the alley-oop, it worked. Like I'm like, wow, they're not defending this at all.
It was tremendous. And Kevin Love too. Wow, off the bench. 6-man Love.
What are you doing?
How about that?
What are you doing?
Might have found the formula. Might have unlocked something, dude.
More intangibles?
I don't know. Might have unlocked something, dude.
A little less Kevin
Shaking
Love
it up.
is good.
A little less Kevin Love.
Yeah, I'll take that. You know, it's like, oh, on the bench, a little less.
Eased him in, look, this bench now, like nobody seems to be able to start on this team, but the bench
Oh,
seems like it's coming together, dude.
yeah, we have a really good bench.
Believe it or not, this is all occurring with Tyler moving from the bench to the starting lineup.
Well, moving. I mean, he's been there all year.
No, I know. And guess what? Something about the continuity of what they do that sometimes struggles. You know, I mean,
What that was.
oh, but when it happened to me,
Wow.
when it happened, no, here,
Get him. Get
about
him.
30 minutes ago,
Get 'em!
before the show started, it
Yeah.
happened to me.
Kelly, you just said turn it off.
No way. Oh, look how he changes the
It's
story. Huh?
ridiculous. He's
How he
mowing the,
changes.
he's manipulating the facts.
You know what you did to him.
I didn't do anything.
Did the same thing. You looked at me in shame,
Uh-huh.
like I did something.
No,
Yeah,
you're taking
You
it the
did.
wrong way.
No,
You're
I
taking
took it the wrong
Yeah,
way.
you
How am I
did.
supposed to take it?
No,
Sensitive.
you
Oh,
guilted
my-
him.
I'm sensitive.
Sensitive.
Wow.
Wow, man.
I'm sensitive.
Sensitive.
This guy.
Take a quick break. Get you caught up with your headlines. Back with more silly sauce after this.
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tonga Valoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Chris Sims can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback. Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of food.
Hour 2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 o'clock here. You guys can text show at 305-567-0560. Text writes in, Adidas has got some explaining to do. No extra shoes, the F.
They have several.
It's an inside job, dude.
Dude, they have several pairs of shoes. You don't bring an extra pair of shoes to the game,
I feel
to
like
the
though,
field.
The fix
I bet
was
you.
in,
Let me tell you
man.
something right now, dude. Telling you right. Anytime they play in a football stadium again, whenever that is, I'm telling you, Coach L's going to have extra shoes for everybody in that bucket.
Usually, to be honest, I know in football,
Mhm.
there's like a big box with like little shoe things, and they'll close it and roll that out to the field
Mhm.
In a football game. But it's not every player. Like some guys just know what they want. They do it in pregame. I used to always, depending on the conditions, would bring an additional pair of shoes out there. But yeah, like basketball, you're not thinking, you know what, I better bring an extra pair of shoes in case one of these blow out. You're wearing the wrong shoes then.
Dude.
You're wearing the wrong shoes.
That's why he's saying Adidas has some explain to do.
I guess.
Hey, Adidas, don't lose.
Don't lose.
Well, I guess you kind of did already. But the point is, I showed you the video of that kid, though.
No.
Wow.
Dude, can I just say something?
I felt bad for him.
For that kid being around athletes every single day, he didn't pick up nothing.
Nope.
He was running like I cooked you a delicious bass. Right? He looked just like Napoleon Dynamite.
Sergey Bob Overovsky says nobody else wears the same size. I don't know. I don't know what size he wears.
You don't share shoes.
Usually, shoes are a very big deal for a basketball player, obviously.
You don't share shoes.
If there's a bench player that wears the same
Well,
size,
I know that one school that was sharing helmets. That's kind of weird too. But no, dude, you don't share shoes. Like when I would get Harold, my roommate when I was in Minnesota, I would let him order shoes and I would get them, but they would be his. I wouldn't give him my shoes. No.
Another guy says,
Except for Marco's brother. Next time I get a pair that don't.
Canes missed Canes missed 14 layups. Each one was a knife to my liver. Yikes. Very frustrating.
Yeah. No, that was probably all that whiskey you was drinking, buddy.
Probably.
I'm trying to think. What was I doing Saturday? So
Still,
Saturday,
can we just say though, still an awesome season.
Like FAU and Miami. Like I'm not. Listen, I'm disappointed and frustrated, especially FAU. Man, I feel for you. I've been there. It hurts, right? And we're commenting on.
Let's relive your pain. What's that like? You're going to a championship. You are going to a championship, and then you're not.
Yeah. Well, because you have to understand, before that, like last drive, right? We all stood in the huddle, say, we get down and get any points, it's over. And so everybody was on point. Boom, 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 boom. We go all the way down, get to like the 22-yard line. And we could have went for it.
You're right, dude. I get you.
I had a little Crowder.
It's getting choked up.
And so we like, nope, let's kick the field goal, go up 2 scores. Missed. They go down. A whole bunch of plays happen. They score. And then we go in overtime and lose. And so, yeah, I've been there before. I've been there at Michigan where we were playing the University of Miami. Or let me start this. The game before we played Notre Dame. So, by the way, our 3 warm-up games for the Big Ten season were Notre Dame, University of Miami, UCLA. So, we played Notre Dame. We lost 17-19. Our field goal kicker missed a 43-yarder at the end of the game. Time expires. The very next week, right, we're up 30-14 with 5 minutes left to go in the game. And Steve Walsh, damn you. Cleveland Gary, damn you. Michael Irving, damn you. They come back and win 31-30. And we never lost another game. So while we sitting here and like it's sports. It's sports. Like you just, all you can do if you've experienced it, which I have, is just sympathize and understand that, you know, in sports, unlike any other thing, that might be your only chance. I mean, ask Dan Marino. Right? We thought we were going to go right back.
Schmeathan says John Ruiz should have thrown him shoes from the stands. John Ruiz has to be thinking of himself, all this NIL money, and this is what we come down to, a pair of shoes. Obviously, it's not all it came down to. I mean, like,
no,
listen, they got worked.
Keep in mind, he was struggling too because everybody was so tall on the other side.
It was. I mean,
and
like,
he's 6 foot.
Dude, I felt bad for Omir. Omir's like usually a rebounding machine.
Trees.
Just trees around him.
Well,
dude.
you know what? What happened to them was the same thing that happened with LSU and the University of Miami women's team. They just, like, you watch and you go, wow, they're small.
Yep.
and it happens. It happens, but
yeah, you'd have to. You got to light it up if you're gonna.
Right, you do, and they weren't making any threes. But I would say this, like, the sports down here, especially the basketball and the men and women's of the U and what FAU did, was so much fun.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. Now, if you haven't really been paying attention, Coach L's been doing this for a minute down here.
When Coach L got the goosies, sad goosies though, sad goosies. It's a thing. It's a thing. In emotional moments,
the only sad goosies I know are the ones that, had an unfortunate run-in with a car or something.
No, dude. Sad goosies was when he brings off the court, like his stars. He has Omir and he has Wong, and I think it was Miller. I think they were all there. They were like in this little huddle, and he's like hugging them, and he's saying some wise Coach L stuff.
Thank you.
You got that hug.
You guys have done
that gave me the goosies.
Yeah.
They know they lost.
By the way, Coach L's not short.
No.
Because I'm looking like Wong is 6'4".
Yep.
So, but yeah, look, it was fun to watch. It was fun to experience it. It's fun, like, watching Coach L just in action, but Connecticut was a better team.
Jules says J-Fig knows all about sad goosies. Oh yeah.
J-Fig's a murderer.
So yeah, I'm it was unfortunate. I think even when you aren't a all season fan of FAU, right? I mean, I can't imagine what Fonz was doing. He was at work. Right?
Was he?
I just like and it's sports, man. It's sports. We have stories.
I thought they had it. I really did.
So did I.
I thought they had it.
I was like, man, they're gonna really do this. And
I don't even like it. It felt like a bad joke. I was like,
right,
man, that's how it ends.
Well, I was shocked that he got that good of a shot.
It was a great shot.
Yeah,
it was a great shot. But still, I'm just like, what pain? Just that all the and look, maybe they'll be back. I don't know, but that feels like That's the thing with March Madness. It feels like that some of these kids it's done. Some of these kids are moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the thing that makes that stuff special. Where they are at their careers, all that stuff.
It's just it's a college experience. I think that
I'm not watching tonight though.
No, you're not.
No way, dude. I'm not watching that. I don't want to see anybody else happy. There's enough of that already.
Dude, could you imagine living your life like that? I don't want to see anybody else happy. There's people who walk the face of earth like that.
There's nobody who's watching. I guarantee there's not a Kane nor an Owls fan who can watch.
I'll watch it. I won't make it priority.
But you have sports zen that I don't have. Like you're like, oh, but it's a championship. Oh, you gotta appreciate greatness. And I'm like, no, I don't. You don't have to appreciate anything.
I just love watching sports, man. Like you ever flick through the channels and you get to all the ESPNs,
dude,
and then something odd is on, and you go, I'll bite.
I did that yesterday.
Right? Like
I watched. This is embarrassing. John McEnroe versus Andre Agassi pickleball. Hard rock.
Wait, I'm like, so I stopped.
Let me tell you something about McEnroe. He is a showman.
Here, can I just say this? I was watching this, and I'm like, why aren't they hitting it very hard? And they explained why you don't, right?
Fastest growing sport in America, they say.
But really? Can I just tell you what pickleball is? Pickleball is a sport designed for lazy tennis players.
I was just thinking that. Is it not lazy tennis?
It's lazy tennis.
You don't,
because all year is it's like here, it's a human-sized ping pong table.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Because they don't it's not like tennis where you put spin on the ball and you work them back and forth. No, it's just
like a social thing. Like it's
right!
everybody can do it. It's fun.
Lazy tennis. So
it's lazy tennis. Dude.
Yeah.
Let's just say something though. Like if Leroy would have seen Andre Agassi, I mean, if he was a Marlins reliever, he would have gotten the business.
What now?
Andre Agassi, if he was a Marlins reliever, he would have gotten the business from Leroy.
No, listen. He's old. He got to be 60 something, huh?
Agassi, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I think Rackenrow's in is like 64. I think.
Did you just call him Rack and Row? Wait, Marcos, you gotta listen.
No, I don't think I did. Did I say that?
No, that was definitely
you gotta hear
Rack and Row.
Dude, I'm not Scooby-Doo. I did not say that. No, I didn't, dude. I'm not Scooby. I wouldn't have said that.
Marcos, listen to it. You would have saw Rack and Row.
Dave South says you don't have to ban was right pickleball. You're hating on pickleball, dude.
I'm not hating on pickleball. But what is there anything I said that's wrong?
I mean,
they're not moving. Wait, it's a sport, a televised sport.
Yep.
Nobody's sweating.
I don't know. Agassi looked like he was sweating by the end of it.
More like Grande Agassi.
He was. Yeah.
Here's on a point, you
rascal. We call him a rascal.
Point for Marco.
It is lazy tennis, though, dude.
It's lazy tennis.
Yeah.
But whatever. People seem to love it.
Yeah.
Didn't like LeBron invest in pickleball or Kevin Durant?
Yeah, a lot of stuff. It's
they got team,
growing,
like a
sure.
team. Yeah.
They're building pickleball courts. Like they're no longer, your community.
You know why they're building pickleball courts?
Hmm?
Because you can build 2 pickleball courts to 1 tennis court.
That's true.
Yeah.
So more people can play.
No, my kid's local park has 4 pickleball courts. They probably used to be tennis courts. But I never saw anybody playing tennis.
Yeah. I always felt like you had to know someone to get in there. Like you can't just walk
The only
in
person I know that plays tennis.
What does a pickleball look like? Is it plastic? Is it like a tennis ball? What is a pickleball like?
It's an actual pickle. That's
because it used to be racquetball was the thing, right? Like there's still
but racquetball, that ball's moving.
Oh, it's humming.
Oh, it's humming. It's humming. You got to wear goggles and stuff.
I remember going to the one in Hollywood, the Hollywood LA Venice. I remember somebody just crashing right through the glass.
What?
I was like, whoa! They had to put up the caution tape.
I mean,
This
what
is
about
like
the guy?
I think he was fine. A couple cuts.
Jeez.
What is this? This is like a highlight ball. What is it? It has like
it's
holes in
hard.
it.
It's hard. It doesn't bounce, right? And if you see them, like they swing, and it goes. Like it doesn't move very fast.
All right, we'll take a quick break. You guys can text at 305-567-0560.
Right back.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
No, we're coming back with that.
Tough luck.
Yeah, there you go, Leroy. Get into some Coldplay.
Hey, did you hear it?
Oh, I heard it. And we got to review the evidence.
I didn't say
Okay.
rack and roll. I
Here
did
you
not
go.
say that.
I think it actually may be worse than what we thought it was, actually, which is rare. You know, usually it's like, oh, no, I heard it. He didn't say that. No, I think it's actually worse than what we thought, Leroy. So
Listen.
I'm going to play the long version first.
He's old. He's got to be 60 something, huh?
Agassi? I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I think Rack and Rosen is like 64. I think
Did you just call him Rack and Roll?
Whoops.
I think it turned into Rack and Rosen.
No, I think Rack and Rosen is like 64.
Rack and Rosen.
Oh, who could forget Rack and Rosen? Rack and Rosen. Oh, that's bad.
Wait, did I just say, like, dude? I did not say Rack and Roll.
Whoops.
No, he's old. He's got to be 60 something, huh?
Agassi? I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I think Rack and Rosen is like 64. I think
Did you just call him Rack and Roll?
Rack and Rosen. That's right up there with my transition.
That's not even close to his name.
No.
Rack and Rosen.
You never heard of Rack and Rosen, dude?
This is a Missy Elliott one-time exclusive. Come on, is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. It's
Transition. Transition.
got a big let me search it to find out how hard I gotta work. Yeah, it's
Transition. Transition.
I like to get to know
Professional broadcaster, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go.
There we go.
Easy
dude.
for me to say.
Whoops. Tommy Tiger looked at me with such disgust. He's like, really, dude? It's transition. Just say it. Say the word.
But let's not transition. I could get right, but Rack and Rosen.
I don't know. Racket. I don't know what got me. Rack and Rosen.
And you immediately deny it. When I did, like, dude, wait a minute. No, you said
I am not Scooby.
Oh, son Steve says Toby knew.
Point for Twitcher.
what is wrong with your mouth today?
I don't know. Rack and Rosen.
It even sounds more ridiculous with the replay. You thought you were just gonna sneak that one by.
I really did. I thought it was gonna be like San Diego State just sneaking down for the game winner.
First of all, we've done the show way too long. You know your ass is gonna get got. Right? It's like, hey, and I'm surprised I caught it that quick.
I know.
I said, did you just say Rack and Roll?
Rack and Rosen. Dave South says went from mush to mush mouth.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
All right.
What do you think of this? Tyreek Hill this weekend. He is proclaimed on Twitter, which, by the way, I don't know if there's a better social media following right now than Tyreek Hill. He's hilarious. He's comments on everything. He's trolling on everything.
He's even on Fortnite and stuff.
Oh, it's tremendous. Do you have Jivik, do you have this photo? This is great. So he takes a photo this week. He's at a card signing, it looks like, with Bob Griese. And he posts as the caption with this photo with the Grease Man. He says, don't know who this guy is, but he was pretty popular. Finns fans know who this is?
All right. Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, he's a legend.
Oh no.
They know Tyreek. He's a legend.
But no, the best part of Bob Griese is when him and Joe got into it because he told a story.
No, that was Dick Stockton.
Dick Stockton. He told the story, and Dick Stockton
I'm
gave
not gonna
that.
tell you.
You told us last week.
he asked the same trivia question twice, and he was like, "I'm not gonna tell you." He goes, "Didn't you tell this last week?" He goes, "Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna spoil it."
Okay.
All right.
This man's a legend, Tyreek Hill. Two legends right there. Two Finns legends.
Is he a legend yet?
Bob Griese? Yeah.
No.
I think so.
No. I'm saying Tyreek.
Tyreek Hill, is he a Finns legend yet?
Right.
He's got the record already.
I know, but still, like,
What
you can't be a legend after one.
No, he's got to win. He's got to win.
No,
He's got to do in the playoffs.
No, that doesn't make you a legend for your team.
I think it does.
That makes you a legend in the league. Okay.
So
But
what do
if
you think? He
put
needs
up these numbers?
So if he does that, how many seasons do they have to do that to be a Finns legend?
I mean, if he does it 4, he's going to be the leading receiver.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, then that would make
him a Finns
But
legend.
you can't do it for 1 year.
Oh, it was such a good year though.
It was. The
He
best.
also pointed out this weekend, he was Pro Football Focus Fantasy asked, who is the most underrated wide receiver in the NFL? And Tyreek Hill proclaimed Jaylen Waddle, which I was wondering, do you think Jaylen Waddle is underrated? I guess it's hard to be, it's hard to be because he's not obviously the star of the team. It's Tyreek, but I feel like
there's been games where Jaylen Waddle had more yards than Tyreek.
I feel like Jaylen Waddle gets the respect. Everybody was doing the penguin dance.
I would say this, that has made him more famous.
The dance?
But when you play the Dolphins, it's Tyreek Hill.
Oh, of course. Yeah, Tyreek Hill's A.
They sleep on him, so I could see why he would say
What
that.
did he finish this year? Did Jaylen Waddle finish 6th in receiving?
Right, you get 2 top 10 guys. Like, it's not like to say
he's pretty
good. But that's what I'm saying. If you name all the other guys, would you think people would know that he was that high? I think not, because you think Tyreek Hill. You think he's not going to do it because Tyreek Hill.
He was 7th.
7th.
Justin Jefferson 1, Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, AJ Brown, Stephon Diggs, CeeDee Lamb, Jaylen Waddle, and then Travis Kelce.
Which
can I say Jaylen Waddle did it on way less catches though? 75 catches.
Very true. Very true.
Come on. That's
everybody else other than AJ Brown was over 100.
Right. Tyreek Hill had 100 catches?
Yeah, 119.
119.
Wow.
I think that was a career high.
That's a record. Also, the Dolphins.
Nah, I feel like Jarvis Landry had 433
Is
catches.
Is it irresponsible to think they could do that again?
With a
No,
healthy
I
Tua
think
all
they can
year?
do better.
They can do better than that with a healthy
They
Tua?
had
Yes.
They had 5 guys.
That's insane what they
They
did
had
last
5
year.
guys. They had 5 games where
I know, but like
eh,
that's crazy.
That is crazy.
2 guys in the top 10. Would that make them the best duo in the league?
Oh yeah, I don't even think they have a who sniffs them. I guess the only competition they have is AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith had 1,200, and AJ Brown had 1,500. So that's the competition. Yeah. It's either them or them. But
Bama competing with Bama again.
Yep.
Jeez.
But that's like bananas.
I mean, between the two of them, would they have 2,700 yards?
More. No, I mean they
3,000.
They eclipsed 3,000. Yep.
Just from 2 of them?
Yep.
How many did Jaylen Waddle have?
1,356.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill had 1,710.
3,000 yards, 15 touchdowns.
3,000 yards. 2 guys.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is it irresponsible to think they could do that again?
No.
That's crazy.
Man. Also, if you look at, obviously he had less catches, and obviously he's playing with Tyreek Hill, but the amount of targets that he got also, I just feel like when Tua got out, not only are you just obviously going to depend on Tyreek, that relationship with him and Tua, it's going to shine, man. It's going to shine. If he can stay healthy, I think they're going to be 1-2. I don't see why not.
Jaylen Waddle.
I can't believe I did that.
Tyreek Hill.
Rack and Rose in it. You don't think that Tyreek Hill didn't know who Bob Griese was, or you think he's messing around? Or you think he goes in there not knowing and now he's friends with Bob Griese?
I think it's that one. Someone had to tell him.
It's
for
really
sure.
weird because I knew all of the guys, the older guys, when I went to Cleveland. I don't know how, you know what I mean? Because I could probably name 20 years of Saints at that time. But going into Cleveland, I knew who everybody was. Greg Pruitt.
You knew the greats. Well, there's got to be pictures, I'm sure, of Griese in the facility somewhere. I mean, they don't look the same, obviously. Why are you looking at me like that?
Dude.
What?
You might as well just keep saying rack and roll.
What do you mean? Rack and roll's in it.
He's got a helmet on.
Picture. That's
Right.
not even.
There's
It's
not-
also 50 years old.
True.
Okay, so a picture of Bob Griese 50 years ago, you think, oh, my bad. I know who he is. You're an idiot. There's pictures up. He should know. Really? That man? There's no pictures of that man he took a picture with.
I think Griese's aged pretty well.
Not saying that. I'm saying that that man is not pictured on any of the walls in Dolphins facility. That man 50 years ago is.
Don't know who this guy is, but he was pretty popular. Fins fans, who is this?
I like how Tyreek Hill's putting up.
Wait,
the
I'm
piece,
trying to figure out why is Bob Griese so short?
putting up 3. Yeah,
That's a good
how tall
question.
is he?
I don't know. That's got to be. Is that an age thing?
Oh, no.
Tyreek's like just under 6 foot, right?
Right. He's 5'10", 5'9".
Yeah.
Bob
Like-
Griese is 6'1".
Nope.
That bad?
Different day and age, dude.
Huh?
Different day and age.
No, I'm just saying. Like, I mean,
Yeah, but he's old. How old is he? Like you do shrink.
you know, what?
You shrink when you get older.
They're going to diet.
How does this turn into fat shaming? Jesus.
I didn't even bring it up.
I did not say that. No, I didn't, dude. I'm not Scooby. I wouldn't have said that.
Listen to it. If you would have saw rock and roll.
I'm not Scooby. I did not say that. No, I didn't, dude. I'm not Scooby. I wouldn't have said that.
Listen to it. If you would have saw rock and roll, he's got to be 60 something, huh?
Agassi?
Yeah.
No, I think Rack and Rosen is like 64.
Did you just call him Rack and Roll?
Rack and Rosen? Whoops.
I love how your denial is so definitive.
Sorry.
You don't even know what you're accused of. You just deny it.
That's fair.
I mean, that's not the wrong thing to do. You got to deny.
Got to, dude. You got to.
It's rule number
Except
one.
we do a radio show and everything's recorded.
Nah, can't trust that guy. He edits back there.
Can we say what J-Fig's
Oh,
can we say J-Fig's line in the private chat?
I think we gotta.
I don't want to betray her trust because we were talking about we were confused by Bob Griese, this photo of Bob Griese and Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
And we were wondering, like, hey, how tall is Tyreek Hill? Like, how tall is Bob Griese? And he's listed at 6'1", to which Leroy, he doesn't believe it. But, you know, old people do shrink. Old people do shrink. And in fact, J-Fix says, well put, the old love to shrink.
Point for J-Fig.
She's right.
It's true.
That's what the old do.
I've seen it happen.
Oh, by the way, did you see your boy Mike Trout went deep yesterday?
Finally.
This is game 3.
I've never seen.
Wait a minute.
Otani went
Hold
deep.
on.
Too.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Marcos.
Yes.
-1 to this class.
Why?
Because we started the
-1.
show with you being rats off a ship on somebody with.
Oh no!
After 4 games.
Dude. That's not the same.
No, yes,
Me
it
being
is.
rats off a ship on Avi Garcia is not the same.
Why not?
One, Avi Garcia has stunk the entire time he's been a Marlin. Mike Trout is one of the best baseball players of all time.
Nah, I don't know. What
Just
is
not
he
impressed.
done? What is he?
So we're
done?
not. So Mike Trout he's on notice for you the entire.
How about
year.
win a few ball games?
How about win a few ball games?
Show me the ghost fork.
The talent that they have on that team to not even be close is a joke.
They won 2 out of 3 this week.
Okay. We'll see.
But he's on notice for you all year.
No, I'm just saying, like, the heat of if they lose Shohei Ohtani is gonna go to Mike Trout and say, y'all didn't support that guy one bit. How can you have that much talent and not even make the playoffs? That's what we do. Am I off on this? That's what we do.
I've never seen such a strong Mike Trout hate, though.
I don't hate Mike Trout.
You gotta admire it.
He's on notice for you.
The whole conversation went as such. And that is, they're going to lose Shohei Ohtani. And I can't believe a team with that amount of talent can't even compete for a playoff
Yeah,
spot.
but that's not the same.
And I said,
but it's
you know what? If Shohei Ohtani leaves, right, all that heat as to why they weren't successful when he was here is going to go to Mike Trout.
I don't feel like that's the same as me being rats off a ship on Avi Garcia.
Why?
Because Avi Garcia was terrible last year too, and now he's getting struck out by the clock. What
Okay,
is more embarrassing?
So listen.
Leroy, how can you get struck out by the clock? The clock, dude. He doesn't even need to get in the batter's box now, and the ump's calling him out. Also, Jazz Chisholm in center field. Bit of an adventure so far.
He does take a lot of poor angles.
Learning curve.
Like,
It's a learning curve.
Here, well,
It's
no,
a learning curve.
Here's what he
curve,
needs to
right?
figure out. Because he has so much speed and he can cover so much ground. But you can't catch everything.
You can't risk.
And
you gotta know you can't die for that one.
You can see him breaking for a ball, and then he gets like 3 steps away and he goes, uh-oh, I just short hopped myself. And then the ball goes to the wall.
Yeah.
So he has to like figure out. And sometimes that's when athletic ability hurts you because it makes you believe you can do things you can't. So a guy that's very, very fast, he might try to stretch a double into a triple when it really doesn't matter. Right. And these are the kind of things you have to like work your way through. I will tell you this though. Jazz. my boy, Jazz.
Love him.
Everybody, right, doesn't hit a ball to the wall. I mean, his first steps are like he's going to have to climb the wall for every shot.
Well, listen, the Mets got some power. I mean, maybe he won't play as deep this time.
They do, but I do think you need repetition.
Need to, yeah. And like how many, and that's the other thing too, is like you're getting used to a new position, and like how many fly balls are you getting a game?
Right.
Maybe 3.
Well, he ain't getting no fly balls because they're bouncing and going to the fence.
He did hit a real piss whistle this weekend, though. I mean, that was.
He better look. You know what? He need to go into every game with the attitude. I better hit some home runs because my fielding sucks right now. You know, you put up with it.
I do. I mean, look, he volunteered for it. You know, it's been.
Yeah, he needs.
I think we took for granted how this might be a little bit of a work in progress.
No, we didn't.
I thought Juan Pierre was going to teach him in 3 weeks. Get going, John Jay.
It's one of the few things in sports. There is no substitute for game action.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't do it like, and then even if you play in the spring, the whole spring at center field, how many balls are you going to catch?
I don't know. Not many. And you're inside now. You got to get used to a whole new look with the lights and the ball.
That's why.
Well,
I appreciate your effort.
I'm trying.
You're trying.
I'm trying.
Right.
But a real piss whistle, dude. I'm telling you. Why are you looking at me like that?
I just need him to do better so I can drop my Jazz Chisholm remix song. But if he's not catching balls,
I mean, you can drop the song anytime. Maybe that'll get him rallied tonight. We got a big series against the Twins.
I think he's gonna need it. I'm gonna let him work it out, but I think he needs some theme music. That's the problem. Remember, I made that song for Sandy, and look at his career. Won the Cy Young. You're welcome, Sandy.
Ryan says, "Who has been a worse Marlin, Avi Garcia or Heath Bell?"
Oh, you messing with Tobin emotions right now,
oh, dude.
Nobody's
worse than Heath Bell, dude.
Wait, there is only one player that you can mention his name, and the 3-letter word is coming after it, and that is bum,
dude.
Heath Bell, in any context, bum. Yeah, that's it.
He is. Avi Garcia has not been good. But on the flip side of it, the Luis Arias trade, which we'll get a look at both sides of it this series. Is Pablo pitching? Yeah, Pablo's pitching on the finale on Wednesday. So we'll see the other side of it. But that guy's been off to. I mean, he's on a heater so far to start the season. So good move there. But this Avi Garcia reclamation year, oof. So far.
Oof. I mean, so far it's been 4 games.
I'm just saying, dude. You know, let's get going.
Woo!
I know, right, Joe?
Woo!
Ridiculous. And also, hey, starting rotation. Stop walking, guys, huh?
They all walk.
What is this? You're coming out here all wild. You know, Trevor Rogers, wild. Sandy, wild. Johnny Cueto's going to show you how it's done tonight, all right? The old love control.
I'll do it.
You know, relatively old for a pitcher.
Doesn't he do like the Fernando Venezuelan?
Yeah.
I'm like, he was just warming up. I'm like, hey, I mean, how accurate can you be running all over the place like this?
He's got it down to a science. He knows what he's doing. I think. I hope. Somebody wanted to know in the receiver duos, what did Chase and Higgins have? They had about 1,200, but that was because Chase missed a lot of time. He was out for like 5 games.
That's other duo.
That's another great.
So you have, and they're all different too, because Higgins is big boy, and a lot of guys don't have that kind of option. The only whoever's playing alongside of Parker in no, it's not Parker. Is it Parker in that went from Green Bay to
Devontae Parker?
Devontae Parker.
Yeah.
No,
Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams.
My bad.
Whoever plays alongside Devontae Adams, they're going to be different because he's a bigger receiver, so they probably need to add a speed guy on the other side. But what Jaylen Waddle and Tyreek have is ungodly ability to take any slant to the house. And everybody doesn't have that skill set.
Well, look, is this really on TV again? Are they still doing
Are
this?
I was just.
Are they
looking at
still
this.
doing this?
I
Wait
was
a
like,
minute.
why are we even talking about
No,
this?
I pointed it to him earlier.
That's the same show.
It's a rerun.
Oh, Jesus.
So sick.
So
of
this
it.
runs twice a day. I got to see Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
But here's the problem, folks.
He's not coming here.
It doesn't matter. But no matter how great Lamar Jackson has been, the template for his style of quarterbacking is that now is the time we realize what kind of passer he is because he can't run as much.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm a team, regardless of how great I think Lamar Jackson is, that has to be terrifying. Because when you pay the quarterback position and you're giving him a long-term deal, it better be mostly for his ability to make decisions and throw the ball. The running has to be a bonus. The running can't be a priority in why you pay him. And I think a lot of teams are probably mulling through that, trying to figure out, can we give this guy this big contract knowing that in 2 years he's going to be mostly a passer, or 3 years? That's a hard thing to determine. So a lot of times teams like, you know what? We'll let it go. We'll just let it go. There's 4, maybe 5 quarterbacks going to go in the first round. That's not helping. Right? And the other thing is that if some of these teams going to get rid of or put an offer in, they'll think that Baltimore's just going to match it.
True.
So why will you do the work for Lamar
I
Jackson?
don't understand why they want to match it. Like they don't. They so clearly are rats off a ship on him. Like as far as paying them long term.
See, if I was one of these teams, right? Like if I was Indianapolis, give him 170 guaranteed, right? And at least see what
what he says.
Well, see, the problem is this, and there's another reason. If he does sign the offer sheet, then the Baltimore Ravens can have 2 choices. They can match it, he goes back to Baltimore, or get 2 first-round picks.
Yeah.
And so now a lot of these teams are thinking about that.
Yeah, I get it.
Up 2 first-round
Which is
picks.
why I think he requested a trade. Like he wants
Aaron Rodgers is not going to get 2 first-round
Yeah,
picks.
that's why I think he wants a trade worked out. So he knows that's kind of like it's like a poison pill for people wanting to offer him stuff.
Right.
So
do it in a
but
trade.
the Dolphins aren't going to do it.
No, the Dolphins
Like
aren't gonna do it.
Mike McDaniel last week was explaining, like if I don't know who saw the interview with Mike Silver or not, but if you're a Dolphins fan, you haven't seen it. If you look at the happiness on his face talking about how that guy executes his system and how much he enjoys coaching Tua, you just see a coach who's in love with his player.
Right.
You just do. And look, you believe in Tua, you don't believe in Tua. Coach, the guy who's making the decision, believes in the quarterback. He does. And he's sticking with him. And the whole plan that he executed last year, they went from let's go build a wall to let's go get the best playmakers we can for him. And we just read you the numbers last segment about what that receiving tandem, it worked. From an offensive production standpoint, it worked.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not sit here and act like the offense was the big problem last year. That defense.
But that's, again, this goes to show you with the same thing I said about Trout, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they talk about this team and the success, they're not going to say the defense failed them. They're going to say Tua can't get over the hump.
You're right about that.
But
Trout's going to the Hall of Fame. I mean, we
So
don't know
what?
if Tua's not going to the Hall of Fame yet.
So what?
Well, I feel like you're very dismissive of Trout.
When I say Dan Marino, what's the first thing comes to mind?
Handsome.
No. I can play this game with anybody on planet Earth except the person I'm forced to play this game with.
What's the first thing you come with?
Piercing blue eyes.
He didn't win a championship.
Nice
Oh.
hair. That's the first thing?
I went
No, but I'm
handsome.
saying when people talk about him as quarterback.
Hold on.
Dynamic.
You don't think that most people, when you ask them, you say Dan Marino, you don't think the first thing that comes to mind is handsome? Because dude. 305-567-0560. What's the first thing that comes to mind when we say to you Dan Marino?
Yeah.
Because I gotta crowdsource this. 56705. Because I feel like the number one answer is going to be handsome. But you go no rings?
Wow, you ready?
Hold on.
No.
Rings.
Hold on one second. Hey, 560, you're on the air. What's your name?
This is Chapo, Tobin.
Hey, Chapo, let me ask you something.
Yeah,
What's the first
go
thing that
ahead.
comes to mind? What's the first thing that comes to mind when I say to you, Dan Marino?
You talk about Danny Marino, the big 1-3.
Yep.
That's
First
the one.
thing.
Obviously handsome.
Handsome.
It's gotta be handsome. I
know?
mean, look,
Handsome. I told you, dude.
the people have spoken.
The people have spoken. The crowd source of one, Chapo.
I hate to say this.
Hmm?
I'm going to go to our sideline reporter, Smythe and Smolik, compiler.
Get out of here.
What?
Somebody goes, first thing that comes to mind, Anthony's Coal Fire Pizza.
Oh, that was
That's
my
really
thing.
good.
That was my thing.
Hold on. I got
That's
another
crazy.
call. Let's see. Hey, 560 WQAM, you're on the air. What's your name?
My name is Steven.
You said Peter or Steven?
Steven, sorry.
Steven, what's up, man? Steven. Let me ask you something, man.
You hear like you talk.
I'm off today, dude. I got to be honest. You know why? I think
Rack and roll.
I think it's that damn cheerleading competition with all the nonstop. Anyway, Steven, what's the first thing that comes to mind when I say the name to you, Dan Marino?
If I'm being honest,
Yeah.
once I hear Dan Marino, then I think one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. Just he didn't win.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's a wrong
but-
That
answer.
doesn't change.
That
doesn't change the fact that he's one of the best ever.
right.
Yeah.
But also,
I'm not saying that.
yeah, but where does handsome rank and all
yeah,
that?
yeah, for sure.
Handsome. I mean, probably like second, third thought after that.
Yeah, for sure.
fair,
It's
fair,
definitely
fair,
the top
that's
three.
fair, that's
Top
fair.
three. Top three
Fair,
for sure.
fair.
Anthony Skullfire Pizza has to be number 3, though. It has to be.
Somebody goes Marooney. He was good at those
Oh,
commercials.
That is right.
Dan Marino in the Marooney commercials.
Wow.
Dolphin Kane.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
What is that?
Steven is a bum.
Wow.
Nice.
Quickest
man.
release.
Hold on, I got
I will
Quick
tell
release.
you this.
He did have a quick release.
I tell you what,
quick release, dude.
He could get rid of that ball so quick. It was ridiculous. It was.
Let's see.
Flick of the wrist.
560 WQM. What's your name?
Tim.
Hey, Tim. Let me ask you something, dude. When I say the name Dan Marino, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
He's a bum.
Oh,
No, but look,
I feel like I've lost the game.
I hate to I don't do this.
Yeah.
Right? I believe in a team sport. To take one person and single them out for not winning is unfair to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
For years they couldn't find a defense. When they got a defense, then they had no running game. It just never worked out. I don't take anything away from him, but when people talk about sports and they list greatest players, I personally think there is no person that threw the ball like Dan Marino. Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
As far as with the arm strength, the quickness in which he got rid of it, and his decisions that he made with the ball, there was nobody better. But when you ask people about the greatest quarterbacks, they immediately go to the first thing he doesn't have. And that's what they'll say.
You know why? Because they weren't as handsome as him.
Oh, the
I mean,
hair too.
Tom Brady got a pretty nice.
He's no.
Surgery.
Tom Brady surgically enhanced.
Yep,
Marino naturally
No.
handsome.
I'm just going with the women that he has.
Whatever,
who
dude.
Okay.
cares?
Hey, Felipe.
Hey,
Hey, buddy. Let me ask you something, dude. When I say the name Dan Marino, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
First thing that comes to mind, how handsome he was in Ace Ventura.
Oh, Ace Ventura.
movie
That's
star, dude.
right.
He's right.
Handsome.
Look at that.
I get it. I'm not. Listen,
Great hair.
Great hair.
I
Great hair.
don't.
They kidnapped him.
Here, I don't pick and choose what portions
We got
of
him back.
things I choose to hear, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just telling you, for the same reason why we're still talking about the Tua stuff,
Yeah.
for the same reasons why we're still talking about Lamar Jackson, right? Like, these are the things people talk about for whatever reason. So when you say Dan Marino, most people will say he never won a championship. Right? They won't say, oh, they never got him any help. They won't say, oh, the defense wasn't as good. They don't say any of these things. Saying. You know him right. You know him right. You want to all of a sudden you want to be understanding, compassionate.
Take a break. Back after this. 2 a.m. Take you up until 2 o'clock. We're streaming live on the Odyssey app, AUDACY.
Hey, why is my mic a low rider?
You make it higher, dude?
No, it's fine, I guess.
It doesn't sound like it.
There's only one arm in the entire studio there, and it's yours.
Who?
Tobin's. All the other ones
the
are
boom.
from the bottom. Yeah,
I don't know why they did that. I don't know.
Why would they only
It's a
do
strange
one?
thing.
Nah, I don't know.
It's
Now
a
we
strange
complaining
thing.
about booms. We
Look at
just
you.
finally got.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
cameras.
gonna baby steps, but I
Baby
don't know why
steps.
that is. I don't know why that is.
Fill out a ticket, J-Fig.
All right,
I'm not doing that.
let's crack open a can of Celsius here. Let's talk a little Panthers. All right, a little cat talk. Hockey fans, don't sit this one out. When it's game time, make Celsius party plan. Get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of the Florida Panthers. Cats win on Saturday.
Guava juice sucks.
Wait, what?
What?
But kiwi
-1.
guava
Okay, wait.
has
Oh,
a unique flavor to it.
That is a unique blend indeed.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like together, they meld to make the most of delicious drinks.
This is really good.
It is.
Because I never heard of kiwi juice. Anybody ever had kiwi juice?
I only used to get kiwis when I fed my pet iguana Spike back in the day.
There goes another fake backstory, another fake
It's
pet.
not a fake backstory,
You
dude. It was
never
a
mentioned
real
anything.
Wait.
I've never heard you
Hey,
say you
is
had a
anyone-
pet
wait.
iguana.
Do you eat kiwis?
No.
Nah, I don't think
I-
anyone-
Nobody eats kiwis.
No.
It has like a leather cover on
The
it.
iguanas love kiwis, dude.
Yeah.
They loved
believe
it.
it.
They do.
And what about guava? Who
And it was a
likes-
big. So the reason
or
I
is
got
it-
my
who
father
likes guava.
I like guava. Everything,
Pastries.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what.
for sure. The
You
pastries.
slice the guava, put it on a little cracker with some cheese.
That's true. I do love that.
Delicious.
So
It's like,
good.
it's like a
Tastes like-
Cuban snack.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm not guava.
I was
no.
introduced to that at third date once I got to the in-laws in summer.
Yep.
My father-in-law, now father-in-law, is he's like, yeah, try this out. And I was like, whoa,
Game changer.
game changer.
What so you haven't been on any more fishing trips, have you?
Not recently, but they want to go on one. I'm avoiding that.
You know how to fish?
I love to fish. It's just those group charters with the vomit bathroom.
Oh yeah.
It's yeah.
What?
Yeah, I did one of those bottom glass boat tour things.
Because JFig, a lot of
Same
people
thing.
go on these people who go on these types of fishing trips where everybody goes together. They're not typically people who go out to sea very much, and a lot of people get seasick.
Yep.
And that bathroom, when you are midway through that trip, whew, it's like it got rained by the vomit demon.
That's disgusting.
Told you, I wasn't trying to hide things from you.
So-
It's pretty bad.
I like fishing in the Everglades. That's fun,
Mm-hmm.
right? I've been deep sea fishing, but I hate it because you got to go so far to catch the fish. I'm like, it's water. We can catch fish anywhere.
Fair
No,
point.
you got to go out to the current. It's 5 miles out. I'm like,
You know,
5 miles out is way too much work to be fishing.
I was almost spearfished.
I'm sorry, what?
Wait, excuse me.
What's that?
What do you mean?
Is that a verb?
So I was snorkeling in St. Thomas and we were looking for sea turtles. And while doing that on a tour, there's people spearfishing.
Whoa.
And when I'm looking,
Another reason why my ass ain't getting in the water.
but it wasn't anyone's fault minus the people that were spearfishing. What are you
That's
doing if you
crazy.
see people
Can I just see
snorkeling
something?
around there?
If I look down and see you swimming, the last thing I'm gonna think is, hand me that fierce that spear, Bubba. Like,
Yeah.
what are you just shooting at? Shadows?
There was something about one time when I was out on the inlet, I was swimming at Dubois Beach, right?
Wait.
Dubois
Y'all just
Beach.
jump in the water?
Yeah, dude.
What the hell's wrong with y'all?
And I was out in the inlet, and out of any, it's so I'm swimming out, and then out of nowhere just appears this sea turtle out of his head, and it was almost like people talk about spirit animals. I felt like in that moment that the turtle was speaking to me.
You sure that wasn't a manatee?
No, I swear to God, dude, it was a sea turtle.
'Cause I'm like,
Though when
I think of sea life, I think you're closest to.
I will say though, when I was what the hell was it? I think it was Juniper Springs. I think is where it was, and I was snorkeling under there because the water crystal clear.
Yep.
And I did see a manatee in full manatiness. It was a game changer for me personally.
They're big.
Big.
But they're harmless.
Nah, harmless, dude.
They're
I mean, I don't know.
harmless.
Maybe it could knock you silly. I don't know with that tail, but still.
Are they soft? I feel like they're.
I didn't touch him.
I just want to touch them.
I didn't touch him.
I want to pet him.
A
Keep your hands
child?
to yourself,
I do
Marcus.
want to
Wait a
pet him.
minute. You call him a child?
Yeah.
You just told us how your life changed because you went face to face with a sea turtle.
Yeah, I think
You know,
it was one of those things. Like I felt.
you call him a child.
Yep.
Because he wanted to pet a manatee.
Come on, just a little.
You
pet.
just told your damn turtle story. Oh my goodness.
Ethan Schmolnick says Tobin seeing a manatee is the ocean Spider-Man meme.
Multiverse.
I'm telling you, there was something to it. Anyway, Panthers. They won 7-0 against.
Let's go.
7-0. Alex Lyon got his first career shutout.
Lion King.
Lion King.
Mufasa.
Quite easy when your team scores 7.
It's kind of on a roll right now. This Lion
He is
King.
on
I gotta
a
be
Is he,
honest with you. He's
what's,
riding
up, what's up with Bob?
Sick.
Nah.
What do you got there?
They say non-COVID illness.
Why you have to say that? Why can't you just be sick?
Because then if you're sick, everybody thinks you got COVID. So if they specify non-COVID illness, I don't know when he'll be back, but he's been out.
Tell you what. Ain't no joke.
No joke, dude. So the Panthers are back in action tomorrow, taking on. They got 5 games left. All right. And they got Buffalo tomorrow night. The Panthers are a point back. No games in hand for the Penguins. The Panthers do have a game in hand with the Islanders, but they're 3 back of the Islanders.
Here we go.
2 back of the Islanders. Excuse
Nothing
me.
else to talk about.
What do you mean?
Nah, he got distracted by the TV.
Oh, you're talking about the Angel Reese thing.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a second. So right now, Panthers at 85 points, 1 back of the Penguins. Penguins also have 5 games left. Islanders have 4 games left. Panthers are 2 back of them. So big one tomorrow. Take it on the Buffalo Sabres, who are behind the Panthers, right behind the Panthers in the wild card chase. They're 4 points back. So needless to say, tomorrow, Leroy, is what they like to call a big one. I mean, right now for the Panthers, they're all big ones. But
Okay, thank you.
I'm just
So yeah.
Anyway.
I mean,
Games in hand.
no game. No games in hand. They do have a game in hand with the Islanders.
I was just checking. Oh,
-1 for trolling the show.
come on.
-1.
Yeah.
You knew it was
Just
coming.
trolling me. He's just trolling me.
Sorry.
Games in hand.
What were you scoffing at the television? Would you like to
So this Angel Reese catching all the backlash that she's getting is ridiculous. Folks, can you shut up already? It's sports. There's a lot of trash talk. You talk trash. You do a whole bunch of stuff during the course of the game. And then periodically somebody cashes that receipt or check. Right? That's just it. If you talk trash your whole game and then you get beat, how many times you watch a football game and somebody's talking trash like he got somebody and that guy just point up at the scoreboard?
Yeah.
Don't be talking trash to me, you down 3 touchdowns.
Keith
Scoreboard.
Olbermann said on the comments of this.
This guy.
This was his comment on a young woman
Oh, okay.
who is in college winning a championship.
That means
He comments on the video, "What an effing,"
Wow.
but spelled out the word,
All right.
idiot.
what?
Doesn't matter the gender, the sport, the background. You're seconds away from a championship and you do something like this to overshadow all the good. Mindless, classless, and what kind of coach does this team have?
Wow, Keith. Olbermann.
Somebody who dressed as a flamingo.
Liberace.
She had more sequins
much.
on than Liberace.
Yeah, she does.
So wait. Here,
Jeez, Keith.
I'm gonna say this,
Dial it back a little bit.
and I don't know how Stephen A is commenting on it, but I'm gonna say this. What the hell does everybody expect from a 20-year-old? Stop making it sound like they're supposed to be responsible as us. This is what they do.
Yeah.
Why is everybody so shocked that they talking trash? Why are they so excited that maybe LSU was so tired of hearing about Caitlin Clark that when they found the first opportunity to get back at her, they did?
Caitlin Clark was
And
talking a
Caitlin
lot
Clark
of
did not have a problem with it.
No, she
knew that look, the Bills do.
Caitlin Clark was mad with losing.
Right.
She was booing
The
because
Bills
she
do.
lost.
The Bills do. You talk trash, you go at it before the game. When it's all said and done, look, how many boxers talk trash after they knock a dude out? They ain't talking trash to him because they
honestly-
knocked him out.
Dude,
They talking trash because that bill was due.
I remember Ronda Rousey got a lot of bleep for this too because she wasn't nice to Misha Tate, and I always said, "Why you got to be fake? Like, if you don't like, you know what I didn't like the other day? So Caleb Plant's fighting David Benavidez, right? And man, hostile trash talk. They fight. Oh, it's all love. It's all love. Get out of here, liars!
Yeah, I don't like that, bro.
Liars!
I don't like that. All it gets competitive.
You'd rather somebody be phony than genuine. And the thing is,
no. People want the optics of a situation. They don't want the reality of a situation.
I guarantee if
Caitlin
Clark did it to Angel Reese because she won the championship, wouldn't be this.
Right.
She wouldn't be called classless.
Well, of course not.
Guaranteed.
Of course not. But like, that's why I was interested in what Stephen A had to say. For this reason. There's a whole bunch of white folks commenting on this. Right? Without fully understanding. And there's a whole bunch of people that ain't never been on that court. Basketball, you face to face, you always talking trash. You think when they backed off old girl to shoot the ball, they would say, shoot it! I dare you! Right. That's the biggest unsportsmanlike thing you could do.
It's even more dismissive. She waved.
Right. They waved at her. Come on.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna lie. I would just shoot just because of that.
No, you wouldn't.
I think you have to at that point.
No, you got it. I'm gonna miss.
Of course
For
you
sure
have
I'm
to.
gonna miss,
But they're letting you shoot because you're not gonna make it. So that messes with your mental too. It's the craziest thing. Like, what are you doing? It's sports. The whole part of it is if that's who you are, you're a trash talker, go ahead on and be you. Don't have thin skin when it don't come up your way, though. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't all of a sudden, no.
Don't say that somebody is a piece of bleep or a bleeping idiot because of
You're a grown-ass
how
man
they're
talking to a
playing
college
sport.
kid.
Are you
That's
kidding
ridiculous.
me?
Let me explain something to you.
That's ridiculous.
Under what world, in what world do we live in that a grown man
Can't say that to a kid.
could say that to basically a kid? Understanding that he went to college too. Understanding that he was that age too. All of a sudden, we stand on and sit on our soapbox like we were the perfect 20-year-old. I'm gonna tell you right now, I wasn't. But
I wasn't either.
But in fairness to me,
Mm-hmm.
when I comment on others that age doing stuff, I take that into account. So I'm not going to be out here talking about these kids like I lived the perfect life.
But also, it's not a big deal.
It's not.
It's not a big deal.
It's not.
Why is it a big deal?
It's
It
not.
wasn't a big deal when Caitlin Clark did it.
But guess what? You know what's going to happen to him? Nothing.
Oh, nothing. Well, I don't even know where he works anymore. Who the hell knows where Keith Olbermann is at this point?
YouTube.
Is he?
Yeah.
I mean, he's kind of run through the ringer. How many TV shows has this guy had already?
This guy's kicked off.
But it's just like there's nothing that makes me feel more uncomfortable about a person commenting on a situation that doesn't fully understand that situation, and we give them the platform to do so. And what I tell you is, in this situation right here, okay, in this situation right here, show me the athlete that didn't look at that and laugh.
Yeah.
It's all the talking heads. It's all the reporters. It's all these people that have never been in that environment that don't fully understand it. And that's terrible. It's like, come on, man. You've been around sports forever.
Would you like to hear his apology?
No.
Wow. I
kind
of want to know.
No.
Keith Olbermann.
Did he give her an opportunity to apologize?
No.
Nope.
The hell with him then. No.
I mean, she
I don't
shouldn't
want to
have
hear it.
apologize.
I don't want to hear it.
It's really bad.
Who cares?
Sure.
You know why? Who should be more responsible? A 20-year-old or an old-ass dude that been in the business for 40 years?
An alleged journalist.
Right. You see what I'm saying? No, we're going to give him a pass,
He's not
and
boots on the ground.
we're gonna blast her on TV. Get the hell out of here.
Can I tell you though? Can I please?
It's pretty good.
You want to read this for you.
No, I'm reading it
Yeah.
for you.
Oh, okay.
Because it's bad.
I apologize for being uninformed last night about the backstory on this.
What?
I don't follow hoops, college or
What?
pro, men or women. I had no idea about Clark. Both were wrong. That's his answer.
What?
I apologize. They're both wrong.
For calling somebody a bleeping idiot, a 20-year-old, and he gets a pass?
Damage is done, Keith Olbermann. Go to
He
hell.
gets a pass because he apologized. Oh, I didn't understand the back. You know what? As a journalist, you moron, maybe you should have found out the backstory.
You did not do the research?
No, he did not. I hate that because guess what? At no point in my career did I get a pass for that. But the people writing about me get a pass? The people who are supposed to be more responsible get a pass? And we're not going to do anything about this?
That was like that Gio Bernard thing.
Right. Worse. Oh, worse. Wonder why I have no patience for reporters or writers. This is why. Think you could say anything. Nobody holds them accountable. If we hold Angel Reese more accountable than we hold him.
That's true.
What's wrong with that picture?
It's stupid.
Stupid world.
You did not do the research?
Nope, did not. Even you. You're responsible too.
Why?
Chris Wallace, did you not do the research? No, I did not. I just went into it with swag. That's your reply. That's your reply.
They usually cover, by the way. Yeah. I hate to tell you that. You know, that's you probably had done your research.
I did not
on that.
No, he didn't.
No, you did not do the research.
I don't do.
Brendan, you didn't do your research.
No.
They always cover. They always.
I know, Chris. I don't do research when it comes to the Canes. I put on the turnover chain and I walk around with swag and I throw up the U and I say that Leroy is a hater. That's what I always do. Yeah, I did see Chris Fowler on the call though yesterday for Rack and Row. Rack and Row's in it.
Dude, you're betting over. You and the rats off the ship. You think he's rats off your ship after listening to today's show?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I apologize for being uninformed. Back up to this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Miami Heat, they practiced today. They'll be back in action tomorrow. I got 3 road games coming up this week, Leroy. In Detroit, in Philly, in Washington, before wrapping things up on Sunday against the Orlando Magic. So, got to get this going, dude. Got to keep it going is what they got to do. Kevin Love moved to the bench and was good. Probably his best game with the Heat. Do you have Kevin Love after the game, Marcos? This was Kevin Love. He really looked good. Seemed like he was talking about the game about like just finding a flow, seeming to get into a better spot. And I don't know. Maybe you remember this because Tyler Hero, he was going to be 6 man no matter what. That was runaway last year. But you did have dummies like John Hollinger who were trying to make a case for Kevin Love last year. He was good off the bench. Don't look at me like that.
Because what does that have to do with what we're talking about?
What do you mean?
Let's hear Ken Love.
Oh, sorry.
Let's hear what he had to say.
I think just getting settled in. I think I've been trying to find myself within this team, within this offense. I think coming off the bench tonight actually worked well. With Jimmy and Cody playing that 2-man game, getting everybody involved. The ball moving defensively. Us being all over the place. I think it just helped me get into the game, lock in, and then just the ball movement. I think playing with the guys in the second unit, guys coming in, being ready. First unit coming in and out was just a beautiful thing tonight. And like I said, I wanted to focus on those 3 charges, just giving up my body for.
He has given up his body. I mean, Kevin Love.
He's always been. It's weird. He's not considered a defensive guy, but he gets a lot of rebounds and a lot of charges.
Yeah, I don't think people look at Kevin Love and say he's a soft player.
Right.
But hasn't been a smooth start to his Heat career, especially the shooting. I mean, that's.
Can you give him a couple of minutes? Can you give
20 games?
Dude,
I don't have any more time. I wish I could. Unfortunately, we have 4 games left.
That's not his fault.
What?
You have the patience of Tommy.
Okay, dude.
Right. You have the patience of Tommy.
Okay, dude.
You do.
Okay, dude. How many games do I give him?
I mean, I don't know.
Is an 18-game sample size enough to realize something had to get shaken up?
Here's what I would say about the Heat, especially the Heat. Your role's never consistent, so it's hard to get into a flow.
His role literally was consistent. It was starting. And then it changed, and he had a better game. So, Buxton.
Different role.
Yeah, but better role.
What's a better role?
Like he moved into a new role and was better.
Right.
So the consistency didn't matter.
The fact. No, I mean consistent role.
It was.
You don't know what that role. Just because you're starting doesn't mean that's the
I know
best role.
I know what his role was. His role was I'm not going to make any threes in the starting lineup.
Can I just say?
Yeah.
There are times when we do this show, I just want to make it stop.
Why?
Why? Because you don't stop.
He even said on social media afterwards. He said, "Much needed."
Yeah, because there's no doubt he stunk it up
with a picture of him blown past Luka.
And that's funny. White on white crime. Oh my goodness! By the way,
it was much needed.
By the way,
a little solution for Kevin Love.
That Iowa women's team. Intangibles.
Yeah, dude.
Even though they got little Steph and Caitlin.
Well, hopefully her feelings can handle a ring.
Why? Wait, can I ask you this? Why is everybody coming to defense of her and she didn't have a problem?
Because Twitter. That's why. Twitter, we gotta just throw blows on Twitter.
Can we be smarter?
Yeah, I wish.
Can we be smarter? If you're in an environment, you don't know what. Like I always remember, like this happened with Randy Moss. And I tell you a story about Randy Moss fake mooning all the fans in Lambeau Field.
That is atrocious.
Right. Disgusting. He got fined. Well, here's what the backstory is on that. Every time you go to Green Bay and you pull up on the bus, all the fans get around the bus and moon you. So they greet you with 2 cheeks.
Oof.
I don't care how cold it is. I don't care how hot, if it's snowing, if it's raining. That bus pulls up, you're going to be lined up wall to wall with cheeks.
Let me ask you something about those cheeks.
So Randy fake mooned the fans. Everybody laughed.
Except for Joe Buck.
Except for Joe Buck, and he ended up getting fined. Like, yeah, man.
Like, are the cheeks when you go in, are they rosy because it's cold out? Like, do the cheeks have frostbite, or are they just pale cheeks?
Yes, they're intangible cheeks, if you're wondering.
Yes. Well,
So they're rosy.
I figured. So were they rosy or were they pale?
Come on.
I don't know, dude.
You didn't
It
stay.
wasn't- they-
You don't
they
forget
didn't-
something like
They
that.
didn't have they
were in your division,
they didn't
dude.
have their butts out there marinating like a rump roast.
Oh, okay.
It's just a quick down and up.
I didn't know if there was some cheek frostbite.
No, it's not.
Why does that
How
matter
long you
so
think they're
much?
holding their butts out?
I don't know.
Here comes the bus. It's around the corner. Let's get ready. What the hell's wrong with you? Like, no.
That is true.
Like, he's making it sound like this choreographed cheek section over here.
I imagine it's like an army. Hold. Hold.
On my signal. On my signal. Cheeks.
Your Trojan cheeks.
They're not hiding, dude. Like, ain't nobody petite. They're all.
Smythe and Schmolik says, imagine if Kyle Lowry was a Packers fan.
Point for Twitcher.
Stunt Steve says, we talking cheeks? What's going on? It's amazing if you are just flipping on for the first time today.
Yep.
Or any day.
That's
like,
true.
it was like, say you turn on, say, you know what? I'm gonna listen to that Tobin and Leroy, see what they got to say about the Dolphins.
And the cheeks. Well, from cheeks to bums, Leroy's game balls and game bums is next.
Bum!
This guy's a ball.
All right. It's that time of week, everybody. On Monday, Leroy gives us his best and worst of the weekend. We call this game balls and game bums. What do you got today for us, Leroy Horde? Who's getting the game balls and bums for this week?
So my game ball is going to go to the men's and women's basketball team at University of Miami and the basketball team at AU Owls. I got to tell you.
Hoot, mother bleeping hoot.
You can't tell me this wasn't one of the most exciting tournaments that you've watched.
It was great.
I've only got to watch one more game, maybe 2 times. And that was only because my school was there twice. And they won when I was in school with Glenn Rice and those guys. But the excitement around this city, the fun that everybody was having, I know it came to a screeching halt. And some felt worse. FAU, like, I'm sorry. Like, it's sports, and this is the other side of it. But nothing should be taken away from the job that you've done with Coach L and May this year.
Yeah,
it was fun to. It was really fun to watch.
Seems like he's sticking around too. I would have thought that
they gave him an extension.
That's great,
right? And my game bum, and I've already gone over this enough. Keith Olbermann.
Not surprising. Or undeserved.
People listen to you or listen to your commentary because you're a professional. You are, thoughtful, and you have your opinion. But your opinion doesn't give you the okay to personally attack anyone. And then think a day later you can just come out and apologize like it never happened. First of all, you're a grown-ass man. Angel Reese is 20 tops, right? Like, if this happened on the real streets, somebody would get arrested. If a grown man went after a college kid the way he went after her, he would be arrested. For some reason, we think, he can just follow up tweet and apologize. No, man. Like, stop it. Like, we were all 20. We all know. I remember when I was 20. I wasn't that responsible. But yet, no. But all these people talking about these sports players, they were perfect.
So, like, listen, hey, we get to a point, dude. My son's 7. It's cool. Everybody does the whole line up and shake hands thing. Like, you grow out of it. These women are old enough to handle themselves. They didn't like the way Caitlin Clark handled herself against South Carolina. They found it disrespectful. They rubbed it in her face. Caitlin Clark, she's upset they lost. She's not upset because they poured salt in the wound.
Right.
They didn't torture her.
The great thing about sports is if you dish something like that out, my man Tobin has a rule. Don't lose.
That's right.
Because you're going to get it tenfold.
That's right.
It's coming back at you.
Don't lose.
She got it coming back at her. And she ate it, drank some water, and went on with her life.
Yep. And she'll get another chance next year.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Right.
It is, look, Caitlin Clark did a lot of great for college basketball because a lot of people were tuned in because she was dropping 40 pieces like it was going out of style. Like, great. I thought this was an awesome tournament overall for women's basketball. It's not like,
yes,
keep the main, keep the main thing the main
years,
thing. Like, keep it what it was. The games were awesome.
Right.
Like, let's not get lost in stupid.
Here's the thing about, here's the teams that we always know are going to show up. Baylor women's, the UConn, Stanford, South Carolina, and a couple other teams. But we always think the top 4 seeds are going to go to the Final Four or be close to it. To see something away from the teams that have been winning all the championships is awesome.
Yep.
Not to mention, LSU is not a bum team.
Nope. Beat the Canes.
Yeah. Let me tell you, when I watched that game, you can't tell me you didn't think,
hey, dude,
wow, Miami's tiny.
Your hand's off the mic.
I said, you didn't think like, wow, Miami's tiny.
Yeah.
That's
how I felt watching UConn too.
Woo! Woo!
God, that was annoying.
Woo! I mean, if you're gonna beat Miami, you got to make your threes.
Of course. And
If
there's
you
a
don't
matchup
make
like
your
that for
threes-
sure.
Right. Especially in a matchup like that.
But congrats to UConn. Congrats to San Diego State. I won't watch a second of you guys tonight. Too painful.
Not even a second.
Too painful.
What? You don't want to watch the championship?
Nope. Too painful. Hurts. I don't want to watch their joy.
Can they both lose?
I tried not to watch the Super Bowl the year we lost in the championship game, but I could see the fireworks from my house.
That hurts.
That sucks.
Well,
So I say, look at that. Somebody celebrating the championship. Wonder who that could be.
Was it the Broncos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the helicopter play.
Was that Elway's first or second?
His first.
Luck.
Because then he won another one in
Wouldn't
like
beat you
99.
guys. You could have made Elway sad.
Huh?
You could have made old Horseface sad.
Yeah. I would have made Cleveland happy. Cleveland hates that way.
By the way, did you see Tyreek Hill? Again, I feel like I'm saying this 9 times a show. Do you see that he apparently told some Cleveland fan and he goes, yeah, I was going to go to Cleveland. They didn't want me.
Wow. No, I didn't see that. Like you're talking about this offseason?
No, apparently like when he was in the offseason of last year. I guess, listen, they spent a lot of money on Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, true.
You can only make so many star acquisitions, I guess. But
why not? You could have did it.
But hey, thank God it didn't happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens. Like Deshaun Watson was never going to be a Cleveland Brown.
Nope.
Never. But they figured, hey, if we want him, we better not let him leave.
That's why I find it crazy that nobody's desperate enough to go for Lamar.
Here's the caveat to it, though. The caveat is nobody wants to make him an offer that Baltimore would just match.
Yeah, there is that, but I just
And
feel
it's
like
2 first rounders.
Yeah, that's why I feel like it's got to be a trade for somebody
Right.
for it to happen. But still, like I still can't believe in this league, no one's desperate enough to do that.
I think teams play this stupid game, and what ends up happening is their team just ends up in the tank. And I think if they don't do this right, or they have it linger, they're going to disappear for a while. Because the farther along this goes, Lamar's like, I'm not playing for them.
For sure.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
And you got to do it before the draft for this reason. There's a lot of quarterbacks available. All the teams that need a quarterback are drafted.
Mm-hmm.
So who's to say they won't move through the process with trading draft picks with the teams there instead of trying to go get Lamar Jackson? If you trade Lamar Jackson and you get one of those picks, then you are in effect doing the same thing they would do. And so that decision has to be made quickly. And they're just messing around, which is what they did to get in this situation in the first place. When I see teams do this stuff, I don't feel bad for them. You did this. You the one that's created this mess. You could have got him for $150 million 2 years ago. And it would have been game changing.
Definitely.
But no, you waited. That's what you get.
Shout out to Schmeathan pointing out to us this news apparently is going on. Shams is saying I'm told the Mavericks are seriously considering the possibility of shutting down Luka and Kyrie. Dallas is 1 game back of the play-in. So with 4 games left, they decided, nah, we're not going to try. You want to be on that team, Luka?
That's right.
Why, old Mark Cuban.
Why would you do that? And Kyrie could be gone after 4 games.
That's what I'm saying. Seems weird. Luka, this is the team you want to be in? A quitting franchise? Tap machine. Could be with your new brate, Jimmy.
Look at that. Fight until the end.
Make it stink.
We're just figuring it out.
Just figuring it out. Dude. You know what? Because Spo's always working things out. Always working things out.
He's got the answers to the test.
Yeah, right. We got new Kobe Shaq with Jimmy and Cody Zeller. A dynamic duo. You thought the most dynamic duo was Tim Hardaway and Alonzo Mourning in Heat history? LeBron and D Wade? No.
Nope.
Cody Zeller, Jimmy Butler.
We heard the nickname you have with Cody on that.
He came up with it. Black man and Robin, baby.
You thought it was Deion Waiters and Goran Dragic?
Did I?
Best duo?
No, nobody ever thought that, Marcos.
Okay.
Why you entertaining him?
I just don't remember thinking that.
Best?
No, you didn't think that.
You thought the best duo in Heat history was Ron Rothstein, Jason Jackson halftime show?
I have thought of that.
It's in fact Cody Zeller, Jimmy Butler.
Wait, here's the kicker. When Bam comes back, Cody's gonna play 15 minutes.
Dude,
Yeah.
you don't break up the Avengers.
Fiorentino, Eric Reed.
You thought it was Tony Fiorentino, Eric Reed?
Yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah, baby.
That was a good one.
Wrong. Best duo, Jimmy Buckets, Cody Zeller. Or, as Jimmy likes to refer to it as, apparently Cody Zeller came up with a new nickname.
We heard the nickname you have with Cody on that.
He came up with it. Black man and Robin, baby.
Solid.
How uncomfortable do you think Cody Zeller was when he heard that?
Wait till he finds out he's not Robin.
Because he is.
This guy's cooking today.
Hey, but no, like Cody doesn't look like the type that's down for Jimmy's reindeer games.
I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he is. All right, we'll take a quick break. Final hour of the show coming up after this.
Got what you
Hey, what's your baby mama at the crib and blow her back out? Shorty Filipino and she call me Manny Pacquiao. Alley-oop without the hoop, they call me Jerry Stackhouse.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Marlins got to bounce back tonight against the Minnesota Twins.
That song sounds like if Lynn was a rapper.
Really, why?
Why?
No, that ain't got no swag.
Oh, okay.
He just kind of talking it out.
That's Young Gravy. You don't know Young Gravy?
Love Young Gravy, or just gravy in general.
Gravy's good. Gravy is
gravy on it.
I'm not a gravy guy.
Day old gravy.
I'm not a gravy guy.
Yeah, you're not an anything guy, Leroy.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
One of my favorite Levitard descriptions is when he referred to himself as a gravy vampire. Joe, he chimes in on Twitter. He says, at Big Mouth, you happen to live in one of the best fishing situations in the world. We have deep water and Gulf Stream 5 miles offshore. Any boat can easily go 30 mpg. You can afford a captain, not work. Enjoy the ride.
Again, all the things you just explained is what I have a problem with.
Oh.
When I want to go fishing, I want to be able to be close. Soon as I get to some water, I'm fishing. I don't want to go out to the ocean where you got to go first. You got to go close. You got to cast this big old net, catch some bait, and then take the bait, throw it in your little bait holder, and then drive out 5 miles. Like, the day has already been started. There are people catching fish, and we're still driving to the fish.
I have a poll out. You guys can vote. If you could,
You know what that would be like? That would be the equivalent of me, instead of going to the Publix by my house, driving all the way down here and going to Publix. Why? There's Publix by my house. No, I want to go way out there.
Jivik, if you could retweet this, I'd appreciate it. It's at Brendan_Tobin. Best Heat duo of all time. Here are your options: Wade and LeBron, Hardaway and Zoe.
Oh my God.
Reed and Fiorentino.
Oh yeah.
Or Butler and Zeller. Those are your options. Thus far, Wade and LeBron running away with it. I don't, it seems silly.
What? No Reed Fiorentino love?
No, they're right. Actually, they just got passed by Butler and Zeller, but they were on top. Hardaway and Zoe is the one that's getting disrespected. Quite frankly.
Two Hall of Famers.
A lot of whippersnappers out there.
Well, 2 Hall of Famers.
No Shaq and Wade.
2 Hall of Famers. 1 now Hall of Famer. And
so D Wade, and
LeBron
both be Hall of Famers.
D Wade officially got announced this weekend.
Yeah, but they'll both be in.
Yeah.
I
don't know about
Jimmy,
that LeBron.
Jimmy might. I can't.
I can tell you who's not.
Cody Zeller.
How big was he in college? Because that's what a lot of guys you forget.
He was a lottery pick. I think he was a top 5 pick. Cody Zeller.
He was drafted by Jordan.
Well,
that don't count. He don't have no. Hold on. You can say what you want about Jordan. You can say what you want about Jordan. I'm gonna say one word to you. Didn't he draft Kwame Brown?
He did.
Okay, that's it. Like you can say what you want. He makes terrible first round picks. He drafted Frank the Tank.
He did draft Frank the Tank.
Right. Stop it.
And turned down a lot of draft picks from Danny Ainge because Danny Ainge wanted Justice Winslow.
Right. So, yeah.
Yeah, D Wade did get announced officially this weekend. Shout out to D Wade.
Shout out. Well deserved.
I like that he went before Dirk. That was great because they did the best, and that they didn't do it in the order like they will the Hall of Fame, where best goes last. For the announcement, they did best goes first.
Nice.
So, that was
do
great.
they?
Yeah, because it went D Wade, Dirk, Pop, Tony Parker. That's how they went. And Tony Parker's not going last in this.
Are they doing any more?
I think it's weird.
Becky Hammond's getting in too.
Oh yeah, she's doing.
It's a very San Antonio centric.
She was doing
Texas centric, except for D Wade, who is the king of the class.
Yep.
So she coaches the Vegas Aces, right? Yeah. Didn't they win the championship last year?
I think they did. Yes. I think they did. Yes. But D Wade, you think still frosty between D Wade and Dirk this weekend in Massachusetts?
No,
probably.
They don't. Like when it's all said and done.
I think D Wade doesn't want it to be frosty. I think Dirk's frosty.
Again. Well, is my teammate, but you saw me with John Randall. We used to fight every day.
Yeah, but that's you guys didn't fight each other in the championship multiple times.
Yeah.
No.
Did that in practice.
True. It was just twice. One apiece.
Ooh, somebody goes Jay Rich and Winslow.
What?
Listen, I mean, we want. Wait. We want the best duo on the court, not outside, not stepping on the foul lines, on the sidelines.
Yikes.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Jay Rich.
Yep.
And Winslow are still playing basketball.
That's right.
They are indeed.
Off the top of your head, what teams do they play for?
Justice was a Blazer the last time I checked.
Correct. Still is, I think.
And Jay Rich, ooh.
I'm interested if you know this
I
one.
want to say
I saw him the other day.
Did he get
I
traded?
know.
The last time I saw him, the last time I checked in on Josh Richardson, he was a Spur. He got traded?
He did get traded. I saw him reacting to something recently. That's why I was like, oh, look,
Where
he's on
is
that
he?
team.
Is he a Pelican?
He is a Pelican, dude.
Wow.
He's a Pelican. Man.
All right.
Think about that. And Justice Winslow hasn't played 50 games this year.
No.
He's taken the 6 to 8 to a whole new level.
Yeah. So anyway, let's get to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
Hold up. Ooh,
Huh? Where's he?
some money.
Ooh. Oh, I left that there. That's right.
Leroy's getting his trucks.
Well, how is it 1 o'clock? You haven't pulled out your trucks yet, Leroy.
Because I was doing them when he was eating.
Ah, that's right.
No trucks.
Yeah.
Let me marinate that. That's my blacked out version. See that,
nice.
J Fig? Doesn't match your black nails.
Rack and Rose in it. For golf.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
They're
What
not.
is that? Earth peach?
Yeah, what is that?
Earth color?
Or is that like
Skin color?
With her, it's probably like vampire blood or something like that.
No, it's not red. It's like peach. Really? Hey, can I ask you a question?
know.
Don't you feel like Jay Fig?
No. Can I ask you a question as a woman, J Fig? Why y'all have all these fancy names for simple colors?
Oh, no, that's not their fault. That's Crayola's fault.
How is that my fault?
Crayola? No.
Yeah.
With everything, with makeup, with nail polish, with lipstick, they all have fancy names.
I don't know.
It's red,
No.
Gotta
That's
stand
Ferrari.
out.
huh?
Ferrari
stand
red.
out.
You got crimson, burgundy, different reds, man. Macaroni and cheese. That's a orange yellow. You ever heard of that one?
Buckeyes.
That might be like.
I'm gonna tell you right now, J Fig,
Hmm?
you get some macaroni and cheese on the end of your fingers. Come talk to me. I'm a big fan.
You like mac and cheese?
Love mac and cheese.
So
you know what else I love?
But
Here.
That was weird.
No.
That was weird.
Really weird.
J Fig.
That was a little weird, Leroy.
Just imagine you gonna finish
You
that?
hungry, dude?
You gonna finish that?
Seriously.
I'm not hungry. So no, what were you saying, Marcos? It's
Oh,
what happened?
Dolphins news.
It's not news, dude. It's the middle of summer.
It's news. Look at your shirt.
Oh.
The Dolphins
Hmm?
have announced
Whoa.
they are signing
Whoa.
to a contract extension.
Okay.
Durham Smythe.
Whoa. There you go, baby. We got him.
Tight end, dude. Why are you looking at me like that? Durham Smythe, baby?
I forgot what the hell I was gonna say. And the
Oh.
only
About
answer
macaroni.
is Durham Smythe. Oh no, we were talking about J Fig macaroni and cheese fingers.
Well,
A lot of people refer to Durham Smythe as the mac and cheese of tight ends.
dude,
Can
who?
do
I'm
it
not
all.
woman shaming.
Can I say who exactly refers to Durham Smythe as mac and cheese? I've never heard.
It's like a
that
delicious
before.
side dish, you know?
Okay.
No,
All
I'm
right.
just saying. Like nobody wants a color that's named after food.
What? Of course I do. Chocolate.
The Dolphins, Tom Pelissero, Dolphins signing Durham Smythe, 2-year
It's different
extension.
than brown.
Dude, stop being distracted by colors.
We'll keep color on this show.
Durham Smythe is getting a 2-year extension for
Mm.
$7.75 million with $5.5 fully guaranteed.
Wow.
There you go. Durham Smythe
Mike Gesicki out there punching
locked
the air.
up. He's actually making almost the same amount of
Some
guaranteed money.
punch in the air
Gesicki.
somewhere. All those one-handed
That's pretty
catches
crazy.
for this. Sucks, man.
Nothing says I'm intangible like Durham Smythe.
Durham Smythe is intangibles. Guy can
Yeah.
block.
Does that mean we've solidified the room? Are
Nope.
we done?
Listen, I'm telling you, dude. Tanner Connor, Flashton Camp.
Is that his name? Because I feel like you had his
Dude,
name
I'm
wrong.
telling you.
I don't think that's
Telling
his
you
name.
right now, Tanner Connor, Flashton Camp.
Is that two first
names? I don't know if I
It
feel
is
about this.
2 first names technically, but I'm telling you right now, Flashton Camp.
Yeah,
he's gonna do some things. Maybe. I mean,
6'3", 230 pounds
from Idaho State, right?
Dude, can you please tell people about this videos you showed me?
Which one?
The difference between Iowa.
I don't think I can say the difference between it. I feel like
Let's just put it this way.
Yes.
Just imagine a little TikTok video.
All right.
And on one side is Iowa.
Yeah.
And they're playing like Taylor Swift. And they were all lip syncing and all this stuff and
what they do in
singing and
Iowa.
stretching.
For sure.
And then they showed the LSU.
Huh. Got a feeling there wasn't Taylor Swift on there. Yeah.
They got after it.
Nice. Had a good time.
I'm like,
I believe actually Iowa was singing High School Musical. I think that's what they were doing.
High School Musical.
Yeah.
Well, you're making it worse.
Got to get your head in the game.
You do. You have to get your mind right.
Get your head in the game.
But it's just like, you know what? Why do we have to have a problem with that? Everybody celebrates differently. How you celebrate in Iowa might be different than how you celebrate in Louisiana.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It's just like, look, and people down here should understand that because back in the 80s, nobody could comprehend what the hell Miami was doing. Right? Like it was like, what are they doing? Like having fun.
Does anywhere else bang pots and pans? Or is that specifically us?
No,
I mean, isn't it sad? Like I bought a new pot and pan this week.
You bought a new one? I thought you would just
Yeah.
like use an old one.
Nah, I wanted to get a new one for the celebration.
Nice. Damn.
new
I am
one.
so
You
that's
don't cook it? You
heartbreaking.
ain't
Right
cooking
there.
it? Because you ain't going like full ionic skillet or pot
No, he did. He got
to
cast
bang
iron.
pots. You just getting a regular.
Watch me.
Watch me. Tobin got the non-stick cast
Yep,
iron.
I did, but I'm taking it back to the store now because
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
you returning it?
yeah, we're no
what?
championship, dude.
Dude, you know what's worse
Hmm?
than going to the mall and buying clothes?
Returning
Going to the mall
clothes.
and have to return clothes.
Yeah, you're not
I
wrong.
order online. I get everything.
And then
online.
if you want to return it, you what? Just go to Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could just put it in the same thing. A lot of times, I don't know how they make money because sometimes you could just drive to the front and throw the stuff in. They scan it, you get your money back. You ain't even got to put it in packaging. It's awesome.
Stealing from Whole Foods, dude?
No.
No, he has no coot.
Hey. So, Jennifer, you would enjoy this. So we're in there talking about other people's kids, right? And I say, well, you know, my kids don't tear stuff up. It's always when other people's kids come to your house and they start ripping the tiles off of your thing or doing this. And I got one of those tiles stuck in my my system. And it came through, but that was fine. My pool system. If it get clogged up, you got to dig up your whole pipe engine and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we leave it at that. You say, yeah, man, you know, kids, they tear stuff up.
Kids break stuff.
So on the way out, Marcos goes, hey, you ever beat anybody else's kids? Like,
just wanted to know.
Just out of the blue.
You're just wondering when little tadpole has playmates. Is that
like, I want to know what's the standard?
Marcos is trying to find notes for fatherhood. It's very strange.
I'll tell you, Marcos, this is it.
Yeah.
And this is the honest truth.
Punch them where
when I was growing up,
yeah,
in my neighborhood, everybody could be your parent. Like and if somebody had to use those extremes, then when you got to your house, you was gonna get another one for embarrassing the family, right? Nowadays, in order to avoid to having to deal with their own badass kids, they take that and put it on you. Like, don't talk to my kid like that. Don't do that to my kid, while avoiding the reason why we even in that position in the first place. You see what I'm saying? So it's a little bit different, but no, I don't put my hand on other people's kids.
Yeah.
But
heard that's a no. But I mean, look, someone's got to, look at this kid. He's getting crazy.
No, but you don't look, because like you don't say nothing to the parents.
Just snitch on the kid, dude.
Because I know one time, and is my good friend, his kid came over. He was like 3 or 4. Had one of them big fat plastic bats, you know, the Bam Bam bats. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Every little kid had one of them big Bam Bam bats.
And hit in the head many a time with that.
He hit my big screen TV.
Whoa.
I put the whole family on notice.
Yeah.
I said, listen, I say, hey, if old Bam Bam here break my TV, all y'all get the hell out.
Yep. Speaking of Bam, he has told reporters.
Isn't it funny? Can I just say this? How do players return quicker when the guy replacing them balls out?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Hey,
he doesn't miss any games.
Hey,
he never misses games.
Hey, I'm just saying.
You think Bam got a little got a little jelly
I'm
belly?
not saying
Jimmy and Zeller?
I'm not saying that. But
are you saying that?
Remember, there was no timetable, and then Cody went off. Then there was a timetable.
Are you trying to say that Bam wants to be Robin? Are you saying he's a little jelly belly?
No. See, the thing about it is that, and here's what I believe, especially in that sport, once you get your bag, it's okay to play by the organization's rules. It's the guys who don't get paid that should worry about that. And I think that Bam and Jimmy and Tyler should be able to go and play loosey-goosey because they already got everything that they were doing it for. Now just do it to win.
Duncan Robinson got worse. He got the bag, all of a sudden played tight.
But shooting is a different animal.
I'm just saying.
All right.
Anyway, Barry writes on Twitter, Bam said he's not 100%, but he expects to play tomorrow in Detroit. Also see from Anthony Cheng's Twitter account, Bam has been named a finalist for sportsmanship or the NBA Sportsmanship Award. Would you like to know who he's going against in the Sportsmanship Award? This is Keith Olbermann's favorite award.
It's not Luka.
No, it's not Luka. Harrison Barnes.
Man.
Jalen Brunson.
Okay. Yeah.
Mike Conley.
Yeah, Mike does a lot of stuff. He does a lot of stuff.
Darius Garland.
He does a lot of stuff. Yeah.
This is the biggest juggernaut that he has to go up against, though. Boban.
Oh man.
Now, is it going to be Boban or the 3 little people that he say, nice work today, guys. It's a living.
It's a living. So that is what you got going on there. Bam looks like he'll be back tomorrow against the Pistons. By the way,
yes, sir.
I got to talk about something real quick. If I could divert from the heat. There was big news, big sports business news today with Endeavor buying WWE. They already own UFC. So now they own both. You see what's going on with Vince McMahon? Huh.
He's just collecting his bag?
Dude, my man has a Bobby Valentine mustache now.
Wow.
No, let me see.
Has he ever had a mustache?
He is, not to my knowledge, he has never had a mustache. And J-Fig's getting it right now. He now looks like he has tied a damsel in distress to the train tracks. Look at that. Whoa! What is that? What has he got going on there?
What the hell is this?
Wait, what?
First of all, his hair is jet black.
Yeah.
He has got, because like Vince McMahon had let his grays show.
Yep.
It's jet black, and he has this wispy, evil mustache, and like his eyebrows are cartoonishly black too.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Why does he look like his
Hold
name
on.
is Gomez?
No. Why
Gomez
look like he's a train conductor in a movie?
What is going on?
That is
there?
pretty accurate, Leroy.
Is that what happens when you just make $4 billion?
Wow. Rich get richer, huh?
The rich get richer, dude.
So a day after WrestleMania, this is how it goes?
Yep.
By the way, his son, Shane McMahon.
Oh, did you see that? Blew out his quad.
Blew out his quad.
His son, Shane McMahon, Shane O'Mac. He's a little bit older now. I mean, how old is Shane McMahon? But like Shane McMahon was trying to wrestle yesterday, and he blew out his quad in the middle of the match. He was trying to do like the jump from the rope to a rope.
53.
Blew out. 53 years old, blew out his quad.
Yeah.
And it was like writhing in pain. They had a medic, so Snoop had to come in and save the day and beat the Miz.
For sure.
Legit injury.
Yep. And you saw kind of like the Miz was just bouncing around the ring, like what the hell's going on?
Yep.
I think
he was supposed to lose.
For sure. The ref, I think, has to like then orchestrate something. That's rough, man. Tore his quad, bouncing off the ropes.
What is going on with Vince McMahon's face?
Can I just tell you?
It's actually very strange.
First of all, his quad was just doing anything a 53-year-old quad would do. Right? Your quad probably warned you, hey, young McMahon, you may be younger, but you still don't jump from rope to rope. Don't do it.
You did it.
Okay.
Is that possible to be genetic? Because Vince McMahon had a situation in which he slid into the ring, stood up, and tore both of his quads.
He did?
And then had to continue the rest of that segment sitting down in the corner.
Wow. So you think he's son? Hey, you're soft.
What they got? Soft quads?
Got soft quads in that.
My day, you finished the match. Yeah.
With 2 torn quads.
Would it be great if Dana White shows up to UFC Miami this week with a mustache?
Oh, gosh.
No, because he
doesn't have any other facial hair.
He looks like he just put a
The
damn
same exact one.
He looked like
on
is
the train tracks.
And you know what the thing is? Like, who's gonna say anything to him? Who's gonna say anything to him?
In the 70s, isn't he? What?
Yes. Vince McMahon.
77.
He's yeah. So what? He's 1 year younger than Pat Riley.
Dude,
imagine Pat Riley showing up just one day to the arena, and he's got jet black hair, and a wispy mustache.
Can I just say something? It looks like at any moment in time, he's gonna pull that face off and beat a rock. Right? like that didn't look like his face just come right off.
I don't understand. Why is he doing that?
Dude.
That's his evil twin, dude. That is Vince McMahon's
I don't even know
twin.
what to do with that.
That mustache.
That mustache.
He's missing that conductor hat that Leroy.
I think I'm almost as distracted though by like the jet blackness of his eyebrows.
Yep.
Because I've seen Vince McMahon recently. He's been rocking the gray for a while.
I mean, you got to match the eyebrows to your hair, dude. You can't have black hair and then have like.
Who would look the weirdest on the Heat with a mustache? Oh, can't picture Spell with a mustache. This will be your next double dip, Marcos.
Yeah.
Best.
Wait. Would we not say?
What if Tyler here?
I think it would be ironic if Cody Zeller had one.
I think he looked badass with the mustache. Kind of looked like a biker.
With no hair anywhere else.
What if he just went Fu Manchu? You know?
No, you got to be a swole dude to do that. You can't be a skinny dude and have a Fu Manchu. You got to be swole.
Kevin Love would look fine with a mustache. He's been with the facial hair for a while.
Think of anybody that you've seen with a Fu Manchu. They're all swole.
What about Tyler Hero with the mustache? Just like
That's the one that I was
just like
thinking.
a mustache.
Oh, he looked like a dirty cop. I'm not gonna lie to you. If he had just like a weird,
Just imagine
mustache.
Tyler Hero. What about Duncan Robinson? Just full 80s mustache.
I think that'll be
I
weirder.
don't think he'd miss.
Wow, that's true. He's got the confidence. I think he'd look good for some reason.
He'd just be Dunk Robinson.
Wow.
What you did there? Isn't that what Dunkin' Donuts does now? They just call themselves.
They call themselves Duncan.
Just Duncan, yeah.
You know, we're on.
Don't want to be known for those donuts. I know why.
Oh, look, there's another angle of Vince McMahon's mustache that's actually come out.
Has it really?
Well,
how is it possible that
you
a
know
guy
what?
like that
You
looks
know why
more-
this isn't possible? Because Vince McMahon has no chin,
Let me just say though, like imagine
and that guy has a massive.
This
chin.
man was basically barred from his company for hush money for women.
Yep.
So like bad stuff. How do you come back looking more evil?
More evil. That's easy
Like
to
I
do
feel like he
things.
would come back clean shaven.
Yep.
Vince McMahon's like, no, going full in on looking like a weasel.
It's really leaning into that heel thing.
Yeah, he really is.
My favorite part is J Fig saved this picture in our gathering here as Vince mustache.
Well, how are you supposed to say it?
That's it. No, that's his last name now. He's no longer McMahon.
He's a new character.
Come on,
Mac and
Marcos.
cheese,
It's a topic.
fingernails.
Ever
Dude,
since you
stop
mentioned
saying
that,
that
I
with,
was gonna say,
stop saying that.
Yeah,
I
you're being weird. Minus one.
That's good.
one.
I feel like people are taking my heat duo
-1.
a little too seriously.
Wow.
Why? Who did?
Well, I mean, everybody's picking LeBron and D Wade, but I just, you know, I
wanted more silly.
I wanted more silly sauce. I feel
No, you can't.
because
see
if you're
that.
gonna take it seriously, you guys are really disrespecting Wade and Alonzo as having them last.
Hardaway. Yeah, I got you. That
Well,
makes
you-
sense.
Or Hardaway and Alonzo.
Yeah,
excuse me.
First of all, this has more to do with who listens to the show,
Yeah.
okay, than who should be where on that list.
Well, Zeller and Butler are still in second place.
Wow. I like that.
And that's not enough silly sauce for you,
I wanted a majority silly sauce.
dude. You're never satisfied.
Fair point.
Arguably the
Yeah.
greatest duo of
I
all
would-
time.
Don't worry, J Fig. I once told Big Spoon we were eating something, and I said, "Hey, sprinkle this a little bit over with some seasoning. You're good to go."
What is he talking
What
about?
are you even talking
What are you
about?
talking about?
And she's gotten. Everybody said they creeped out about fingernails. I said you should hear what I told Big Spoon one time.
That's so random, though. You're
I know.
in one topic and you bounce back.
you
to
just
the mac
hungry?
and cheese and-
No, we
Fun.
just ate.
Not a gravy guy.
No, I'm
don't-
not a gravy guy. I could do without gravy.
Schmeathan makes a good point. The next bet has to be the loser has to have the Vince McMahon mustache.
Well, I mean, hopefully we'll still have a show by the time old Dum Dum grows a mustache.
Dude, I could have a mustache
Wow.
tomorrow if I wanted to.
No, you
I
can't.
definitely could. I definitely could.
Why
I
did I
just
get
shaved
offended
before
by
the
that?
show today. You know? So
No,
that's-
you didn't.
I swear to God.
You don't know.
I swear to
It's
God.
been 3 days because you got a
No, it's
little
3
crop
days.
dusting. You got a little crop
No,
dust.
that's just
That
how
was
it's not. That's in 3 hours, you know?
Dude,
Wow.
this is since
I
Friday.
could look like Magnum
This is
PI
this
if I wanted to
Friday.
tomorrow.
This is since
I
Friday.
could look like Raleigh Fingers tomorrow if I wanted to.
No, you could.
I could. I definitely could.
That- dude,
Holy
it'll take you a month to grow a mustache.
That's not
Full
true,
mustache.
dude. That's not true.
Bet.
No, I'm not doing it. I don't have
You
to.
know, it'd be really awesome if
I'm
he
not gonna-
goes
I'm not gonna-
buys a fake mustache and then
I'm
comes
not- I'm not
tomorrow.
gonna
If
look
you
at
can grow a mustache
Mhm.
in 2 weeks,
2 weeks. Wow.
I won't shave nothing for a month. I'll look like
Whoa.
George Jefferson
Look,
with the
The head too.
Yeah.
How is that going to
come on.
benefit Tobin? He needs a better incentive.
I mean, that's pretty good.
no.
for me.
This incentive is he's lying.
No, but
The dude can't grow facial hair.
Dude, I could grow it if I wanted to. Trust me.
Really?
I look like Vince
can't.
McMahon, then some.
Dude,
The evilest
Really?
Vince McMahon.
there's no way. He's giving me the look like I'm lying, right? Like, yeah.
I'm not lying.
Show of hands. We've seen Tobin damn near every day for the last 7 years. I've I've never seen him even with peach fuzz on his face.
That's true.
Right.
Mm.
So he's telling me if I wanted to, I could grow. The only way you could get a mustache in 2 weeks is if you go to CGI and have it put on your face.
Dude, I could have a mustache tomorrow. Like I already said, I don't have to prove my point. I don't fall to peer pressure like you do.
Yes, you do.
You know?
You don't?
No.
Really?
I mean, except when the Marlins throw me on the field to dance. But other than that.
Yeah. So come in with a mustache tomorrow.
Okay. If I choose to.
See? You're the worst. You're the worst. It's okay if you can't grow facial hair.
I can, though.
You can't.
Okay, dude. All right. I don't know my own body. Please. Sounds silly.
This reminds me of the incident with Robbie, where Robbie lost a bet, and we looking at him, and he looks like Cocaine Bear everywhere, except on his back, where he looked like a baby buzzard.
That's impressive.
He's actually recently growing a lot of hair in his face too. You saw
Yes,
that?
yes.
Didn't he have like a mustache going on?
Yeah, he had a mustache and a beard.
Yeah, me and Robbie, samesies.
No.
Dude.
Yep.
No.
Can I just tell you something?
Yep.
In order to get that much hair on your face, you would have to let it grow until your sweet Sophie was out of high school.
You're crazy, dude.
Wow. I'm just telling you.
They call me the stash.
How long would it take you to grow? No, don't realistically.
How much to have the Vince McMahon?
Yeah.
72 hours.
72 hours?
Fire, dude. Dude,
that's not even a thick mustache.
Look.
No,
I can't even go. This is from Friday. So, and I'll shave it tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, it's
But
like me. I just shave every morning.
you
know?
don't shave every morning.
Swear to God.
What do you shave with?
A straight edge.
So now he's going.
That's why,
Now
otherwise-
he's going at it like they do in the saloon.
Yeah.
You take one lie and pile another lie, even more absurd lie on top of it.
I shave like a Peaky Blinder.
Yeah. You peeking for hairs because you ain't got none.
Back up to this. Desmond and Dover Law Firm, youractsattorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
Yes, at the window flex, it is partly sunny with the winds out of the east at about 10 to 15 miles an hour, and I would say it's somewhere right around 80 degrees.
All right. How do you do, Marcos?
Oh, he did excellent. I think right now the weather is, what did you say it was, Leroy?
It's partly sunny.
Partly sunny. Is that a thing? I don't think that's a thing.
Wait.
Stop.
Hey, jackass.
That's not a thing.
If it's partly cloudy, it's partly sunny.
Huh.
You ever thought about that?
I guess you're right.
Right?
It is indeed
you can
partly
say
cloudy, though.
Either half empty or half full.
Yeah, so that's just a
He's
positive.
just being positive.
85 degrees outside,
85,
winds
right?
at 12 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Your camera's pointing at the door.
Because it.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I don't think it responds to hands, sir. I think it's like a facial recognition. Oh. He's good at that right there.
All right. Here's what I got for all right. Oh, no, my all right, it goes to the Miami Hurricanes and FAU Owls. Tremendous tournament run. A lot of joy they brought everybody, and it was great. It was a great run by them. Great season. Shout out to Coach L, Dusty May, the crew, guys. The only guy who doesn't get an all right is the trainer who ran after the shoes. I mean, you gotta put a little bit more hustle.
Part of the reason why he's a trainer is because he's not that athletic.
You gotta get after it, dude.
Now you want your trainer to be a bowler?
Fine. My no goes to the shoes. Oh no! How are you gonna break in the biggest moment? My aside. No. Avi Garcia.
Oh no! He's played 4 games.
You're on notice, dude.
Wow.
You are on a
4 games, dude.
You're on
4
notice.
games.
This cannot surprise you. Look at his headline. It's been like that all day.
You're on notice. Dude.
Did you just go to the bathroom and try to draw some hair?
What are you talking about?
What?
Look, it looked like he went to the bathroom, came back, and a little crop dust.
No, I'm just hanging. I can't control it. It goes so fast.
No, he
Wait,
went to the
wait,
bathroom.
can
Dude,
you zoom in?
you're
Zoom
making
by
in,
the way-
please. Get closer to the camera. I need to
That
see
looks
this.
like Pudge on my t-shirt.
Look at the text.
I need to see the situation.
Here's the problem with the text.
You're shaving in between.
So
segments?
here's the problem with Tobin's text that we just got. Number one, why do you pose the same way in every picture? There's all the
Don't
same.
do that to him because I'm
And
pretty sure you did the
secondly,
same thing.
That's the most hair anybody's ever seen you with, and it's still not any hair.
Long hair, don't care.
I'm trying not to be. I like a clean look. It's professional. That's how I like it.
Yep.
That's why I'm a.
Wait.
Wow, are you
Did you
shaving
just
people's
say the word
facial hair?
That's
professional?
what I am, dude. I'm a pro's pro.
Wait, I just got shamed. How dare you?
He says you're not professional, Marcos.
Look how
No,
professional
Marcos,
I am.
he's got like a look. You
Wow.
know, I listen. I grow facially. I don't look good with it though. I look like Vince McMahon. I look ridiculous.
like your own evil twin.
What do you got for all right on that, dude?
Yeah, what you got?
So my all right is gonna be for this week because I'm all about Masters Week.
UFC is
I
back.
I enjoy the whole thing. I'm gonna enjoy going to the fights. I'm gonna try my best to embarrass Tobin because that's what he would do to
Why would
me.
you do that?
Are we sitting by the ring?
I imagine.
I'll
Oh,
close the first.
Wait. What?
It's a pay-per-view, Like don't embarrass me.
Huh?
Don't
I'm
embarrass
not. Just make sure you point out where the bar is and sit me next to a friendly
Come
person.
on, he has to have his little drinky poo.
Yeah. I don't bring Tobin has a setup. He's got computer,
Yeah.
phone, iPad,
Credential
and
member
all
of the
that.
media.
You know what I sit down with? A wallet and a cup. That's right.
Nice.
All right.
And my is look, we gotta get over all of this nonsense with these kids. Right? Like we attack kids like nobody has a problem with that. That should not be the case. Like, yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know the backstory. Oops. My
Damage is
bad.
done, Keith Olbermann.
Yes, that's it. So, you play sports, you're going to talk trash. You talk trash and lose, you're going to get it thrown back at you twofold.
Right.
That's what happened to Caitlin, and that's okay. Like, she's a big girl. She understands it. She ate it and went off the court. So we shouldn't be chiming in. Right?
Agreed. J-Fig, what about you and your fingernails?
That's my oh no. Number one. That's weird.
Oh, no. I wasn't trying to be creepy.
Nah, it's kind of strange, dude.
The face you made, it just you put it all together. Because you were hungry.
Fingers having a little macaroni and cheese.
Not making it
Why
any better.
would now you're yeah.
Eating your fingers, dude. This is not getting better.
I think you need to take a timeout and redrop the play.
Redraw off the plate, dude. Grow a mustache.
Yep.
Well, my all right goes to Amazon for putting on an amazing show on Amazon Prime that has consumed my life.
What show's that?
All right.
Daisy Jones and the Six.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys have heard of it.
I have not.
Absolutely amazing.
Okay.
And even after 2 weeks of the last episode being out, I am still extremely consumed by it. It's just insane. And I don't think I could wait that long for the second season.
All right. What is can you give us a little premise? Like, what is the show about?
So basically it is a band set in the 1977, I believe it was.
Are they British?
No.
Brits. Love them.
Wait,
not a real
I'm
thing.
sorry.
You know, if it was British, he's like, I'm in that Daisy Jones.
I'm sorry about that. But so it's kind of like a documentary, but it's not real. It's not a real band. It's just because people have actually confused it as a real band. But basically, they're just talking about how they met, how they started writing music, and what happened during tour and all that stuff. And it's just a fake documentary, but it's really cool and it's greatly written. And I just love the production. The songs are amazing. And it really broke my heart the last episode. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, wow.
Somebody got offed.
I was crying for a very long time.
Wow.
And I don't do that during episodes.
Like,
get over it.
I can't. It's been almost 2 weeks and I can't.
You're going soft on me, J-Fig.
Let's listen to more battle acts. Puppy rock. Puppy rock.
What?
I'm just gonna say
Puppy rock.
What do you got, Marcos?
Rock and roll.
You know what? Since we're starting there, my oh no goes to Tobin's performance today. It just look. We already know what we discussed previously, but for those who may be tuning in just now, let's review Tobin's performance from earlier.
He's old. He's got to be 60 something, huh?
Agassi? I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I think Rack and Rosen is like 64.
Did you just call him Rack and Roll?
Then following him actually calling him Rack and Roll, he then attempts to deny it.
I'm not Scooby-Doo. I did not say that. No, I didn't do it. I'm not Scooby. I wouldn't have said that.
Listen, Rack and Roll. If you would have saw Rack and Roll.
So then, after lying later on in the show, this is something that not sure if anybody else noticed this by any chance. Let me just play it and you tell me if something, I guess, kind of sounds familiar, I guess.
Unfortunately, we have 4 games left.
That's not his fault. You have.
All right, so I heard the end of that, and to me, it kind of sounded like. So, as I put them together, you can't tell where one begins and the other one stops.
You have.
So, yeah, I think it's safe to say.
You're saying I'm a cartoon.
I'm saying you're a cartoon, and this really describes your show today.
You have. Dude, what? Some of the crap, the noises we make.
Oh
no!
My all rights.
Yes,
goes
you're all
to,
right.
Caitlin Clark for not crying about someone taunting in her face and taking it like a champ.
All right.
Ooh. Get over it, people. Come on. What are we doing? You have that audacity to call a 20-year-old a piece of bleep or classless. Like, what is wrong with
Like, dude.
Why,
Without doing research.
In what world is that okay? Right? And the only he just comes out, oh, sorry, my bad.
And he's not the only one, by the way. There's a bunch of jackasses.
Right.
Ridiculous.
And none of them have never stepped foot on a court,
Mm-hmm.
a field, or whatever, stay in your lane. That's what I tell them. Stay in your damn lane. We have ways of handling trash talking in sports, and that is you go out and win.
Yeah, don't lose.
Don't lose.
And also, Avi Garcia.
It's 4 games, dude. Let it
Beat
go.
it up, dude. Let's go.
You're
gonna get struck out by the clock. Get out of here.
And then, so I could have struck out like that.
Yeah.
Right? Just not.
Take a little too long.
Yeah.
Happening in spring training too. Yeah, he hasn't learned yet. Listen,
It's been 4 games.
Avi.
Though. Pipe down.
Dude, trust me when I tell you, one more tighten up of your batting gloves hasn't really been making a difference lately. Like, let's go. Step up to the plate.
I mean, how many times would Nomar struck out? Jeez.
All right, everybody, that's our show for today. We will talk to you show ponies tomorrow.
Black man and Robin, baby.
How uncomfortable do you think Cody Zeller was when he heard that?
Wait till he finds out he's not Robin.
You have.
No, I think Brackenrosen is like 60. The old love control.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.
Breaking news from AM 560 Sports WQ.